Definitely late night, long night at work. We are here. We are in day 16 of 30 days of perfection. See what the human body can do when you lock in. Focus on your goals. Focus on your nutrition. Focus on your cardio. Focus on lifting weights. So as of right now, I've lost 84 pounds total since the very beginning of this. Since I started my 16 days or my 30 days of perfection, starting on January 1st. I've lost 17 pounds exactly. Kind of ebbs and flows. It's been a little bit more. So I've been down as much as 18 pounds. So I was 236.8. I was like 220 right now. At one point I was down to 219. So the body fluctuates a couple pounds every single day. So worked late. We're going to get after this. We're going to do shoulders, traps, and then like 65 minutes of cardio. So let's get after it. All right. Start with warming up the rotators. Ugh. What's up, Limp Away? How's it going, buddy? Definitely way later than we wanted to be, but just because it's late doesn't mean it's excuses not to get it done. So we're going to start with warming up the shoulders, warm up the rotators, get everything going, and then we'll hop into some heavy shoulder press. Oh, all right. All right, guys, let me fix this. All right, so, nope. So I've had 3 meals today, probably right around 1,200 calories. I'll have my last meal after I finish up lifting and cardio. So everything's super far behind because I'm supposed to be out of work at 4:30. I didn't leave work till close to 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, or 8. It's like 8, 9 o'clock. I don't know. I got out way late. But guys, we got 6 y'all beautiful folks in here. If you haven't done so already, double tap that screen, hit that like button. And let's start this workout. All right. Oh. There we go. You're jacked, dude. Thanks, Locust. I try. I'm on a goal, man. I was someone who was massively fat, overweight. Her face was pudgy, stomach was pudgy, was extremely overweight, and I just decided that I had to make a change because I was no longer happy with how I looked. So, started eating healthy, started eating clean, started lifting weights again, started doing cardio, and overall I start to feel better about myself. Poop. Well, you know, when you have protein shakes and pre-workout, it'll get you. You gotta watch out. I got about a 30-minute window between when I take my protein shake in the morning and I gotta find a toilet. It gets real out here. Hi again, welcome in. Not sure how to say it. Is it Yeah, I'm not sure how to say your name. How do I say your name? Write it out so I can pronounce it easy. I'd appreciate that. But guys, we've got 5 of y'all beautiful folks in here. If you haven't done so already, double tap that screen, hit that like button, show some love. I would truly appreciate that. All right. So we're gonna hit another set of a little bit less weight. We'll stick with 1 105 for overhead press of 12. I want to make sure I can get 12. And then I'll move up to 115 and go from there. Yes, as Mr. Shortfuse says, everybody like and subscribe. Let me pin that. There we go. I truly appreciate and love that support. All right, let's go here. All right. All right. Whew. I think we are like 30 subscribers, guys, away from getting 3,400 subscribers. So we'll guarantee get that. We've been averaging 30 to 70 like subscribers during each live. So I'm pretty excited to get the 3,400 tonight. But if you guys haven't done so already, keep smashing that like button. Show some support. I truly appreciate it. How's everybody doing on this beautiful Friday? It is Friday. We're going into the weekends. I got a busy weekend. I'm excited. My kids got basketball games tomorrow. After the basketball games, we're going to come home. We're going to deadlift. We're going to lift back, and then we'll do some abs. And then again, we'll hit cardio. So we're going to do that. We'll stream that tomorrow. And then we're going to stream again on Sunday. We'll stream our cardio. So again, we got 65 minutes, 6 days a week is what we're focusing on. What's up, Uncle Charlie? Lay off the yogurt. Uncle Charlie, I don't eat yogurt, buddy. Nah, man, carnivore's overrated. Like, none of that, but are you rich? I mean, I'm not rich, but I'm not poor, but I am not going carnivore. It is simply not worth it. And it is uber expensive. So, what up, Miss Brittany? How are you doing? Definitely not doing carnivore. I eat ridiculously healthy. I do double scoop of double chocolates, synthetic whey protein in the morning. I do rice, chicken, and broccoli for the next 2 meals. And then I do 4 whole eggs, 2 egg whites, some fruit, and a full cup of non-fat cottage cheese for my next meal. So, what's my max bench, J Money? I haven't maxed out in a while. I benched 305 for a set of 4 Monday, but if I had to guess, probably 355, 365. The most I ever done was 395. My max deadlift was 515. I pulled 425 for a set of 4 Tuesday. So, but we'll deadlift tomorrow, and if you guys all see, you guys will see my max deadlift. Well, I won't max out, but you know, heavy sets of 4. All right, overhead shoulder press, 115. Overhead shoulder press at 115. You smell like fish. Go take a shower. Probably do smell, man. I've been working all day. Some of us go to work, have jobs, make money, provide for our families. What up, Dylan? But let's not spam the chat. You'll get yourself blocked, bro. Like that. I don't put up with that shit. I love trolls. Trolls make me happy. People who spam the chat do not make me happy. There we go. But welcome in, guys. We got 38 of y'all lovely folks in here. Keep tapping that like button. I would love to get up to like 70, 80 likes today. Truly, truly appreciate it. Lil Spark says, nice fucking body, dude. Thanks, man. I'm not cheating. I'm not on any TRT. I'm not on any enhancements. I'm not taking, just old school. I'm very old school. Like, eat healthy, do your cardio, and lift heavy weights. And you could look like this. Like, and the thing is, I still think I'm fat. Like, look, I still have this here. I have hangovers here. Like, as I continue to lose weight like this, instead of like flopping over, comes up and it's starting to tighten up. So I'll be 40 here in April. So if I can do it, y'all can do it too. How much weight did I lose total? Since the beginning, I've lost 84 pounds. So in the last like 14 months, I lost 84 pounds. I've done it the old-fashioned way, just a calorie deficit. So it's way harder than doing it, that way versus taking some kind of pill or an injection or fat burners or something like that. So again, very old school way. I'm gonna lower this down just a little bit, guys. So very old school way of doing it. And then like I struggled a little bit during the holidays, so I took 17 days off during Christmas. So during that time, I gained some weight back because I ate with the family. Over Thanksgiving, I gained some weight back. So it kind of ebbed and flowed, but we're back on it. So now we're on the 30 days of perfection. So since January 1st, I've ate the same thing every single day. Think about it. For 16 straight days, I've eaten the exact same thing, roughly the exact same time of day, 19 to 2,100 calories. I've lost 17 pounds in 16 days. A lot of it was water weight, gut crap, and just nastiness, but that is the goal. Sorry guys, the comments are flying in like crazy. Continue spamming that like button. Continue hitting that subscribe. We're gonna hit this next set here and then re-put your comments in the chat. If you want me to make sure I for sure read your comment, if you send that super chat in, I'll definitely see it. All right guys, to be honest with you, I have not shoulder pressed this much weight in a long time. So we're gonna try 225 for 8 to 12. Or 125. For those of you guys who don't lift heavy, like understanding how much weight that is, like I just kind of impressed myself. Like 125 overhand shoulder press, especially free weights, is a lot of weight. You look like Ben Affleck. Well, thanks, I appreciate that. Why are my muscles so small, skater guitar? Well, because I used to be a massive fat guy, and fat people, mass moves mass. So when I was fat, I looked way bigger, I had way more muscle, I had a gut that stuck out here, my face was blowing up. You know, I had to turn sideways to walk through a door because I was just massive, but I was fat. And I hated how I look, and it was ridiculous. But I was strong as an ox. So life's about choices. Do you want to do powerlifting and be strong? Or do you want to be, you know, insert your dominance when you walk in to the pool with the kids knowing that you're the hot dad? Like I chose the hot dad route. So do a push-up. No, it's not chest day. We're doing shoulders today. So, what do I eat? So I'll go through my diet several times throughout this, but I pretty much eat the same thing every single day. I eat Synthetix. I buy the 10-pound bags from Amazon. It's about $100. You get 90 servings. It averages out to about $2 a meal. So I do 2 scopes of that. I drink black coffee in the morning, no cream, no sugar. Black coffee is the best way to start your metabolism in the morning if you're looking to lose weight. After that, I drink half of it at 10, the other half at noon. At about 1:30, I eat my first meal of rice, chicken, and broccoli. 1 cup rice, 1 cup chicken, 1 cup broccoli. White rice, because I hate the texture of brown rice. Texture of brown rice is just not good. And a lot of times I'm a social worker, so I'm working in the community, so I have to eat my stuff cold. So because I eat it cold, I do white rice. And then around 4:30, I eat my next meal of white rice, chicken, broccoli, and then I either work out at the gym or I come home. I lift weights. I do 65 minutes of cardio, which uses about 4.3 miles. And then after that, then I eat my last meal of the night, which I do 4 whole eggs, which I cook them over easy because I like to take the flavor of the yolks. And then I do 2 egg whites, a full cup of non-fat cottage cheese, because cottage cheese is a casein protein, which is really good for building muscle overnight, because this is a slow digester protein. And then I do fruit, and I call my fruit my candy. So whether it's like strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, whatever it is, I do my candy at night, which is my fruit. Sometimes I'll do pears. I love pears. I love apples. And so I'll hurry up. I'll eat all my eggs first, and I eat all my cottage cheese, and then I save my fruit for last, because that's the little bit of sugar I get in my diet throughout the day is through natural sugar. Babyface, you're a bodybuilder? Sweet. What are you competing at? No sauce or seasoning? I do salt. So someone on here actually yelled at me for not putting enough salt in there, so they don't think I was rehydrating and retaining water. So I put a ridiculous amount of salt on my eggs. Not because I don't want to use other seasoning, but I love just regular salt, so I don't need anything else. Like, I love the taste of eggs by themselves, and I love the taste of salt by itself. There we go. So we did 4 sets of shoulder press. We're gonna do 4 sets of standing raises, and then we'll do some front raises, and then we'll move on to some other stuff. So I think it's a carrot. Not sure what that means. I mean, maybe I have an idea. You live in Korea? Welcome in, Gage from Korea. Way better than vegan teachers. Nah, man, I just, everybody will come in here like, you need to fast, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to be a carnivore. Like, I'm going to tell you, as someone who was a certified personal trainer for a while, do whatever works for you. Like, nobody needs to tell you, because there was a guy out there that ate nothing but kid-sized candy bars and lost a shit ton of weight. There's a doctor who now did it. He wanted to prove that it's all about kcal in versus kcal out. And so as long as you burn more calories than you eat, you're going to lose weight. It's that simple. Like, think about it. As long as you deposit more money in your bank than your bills are, you're gonna have more money, right? It's the same thing with losing weight. As long as you burn more than you eat, you're gonna burn extra fat. Essentially, it's that simple. So much appreciation. I just started on my journey, and I wasn't sure. Heavy a few times or light a bunch of times. So high five. Let me tell you something. So for me, I love lifting heavy. To me, I think it's sexy. Like when I go in the gym and I load 9 plates up on each side, you know, damn near 1,000 pounds in the leg press, and I hit that for a set of 8, and half the gym is staring at you. It's like, oh man, that's cool. Put 3 plates on each side of the bench press and hammer it out for 3 or 4. Everybody stares at you. Feels good. So for me, on bench press, squat, and deadlifts, I lift heavy sets of 4. Everything else, outside of leg press, I do sets of 12. So, because I like powerlifting, I've done powerlifting for a long time. I've competed in powerlifting competitions for fun, not at like a professional level, but I love powerlifting. So I still lift as like a powerlifter for those 3 main exercises. Or I guess I should say those 3 main lifts. What might be called, my friend? My name is Brandon. So, hold on a second, guys. Let me grab my water. Whew. Thank you so much. Is it George? For that gift, I truly, truly appreciate that. Thank you so much for that gift. That was very, very nice of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So if you guys haven't done so already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. There's 31 of y'all in here. If we can get 3 likes in here, it's gonna pop us up to 20. My goal, let's see if we can get over 100. I think the best we did was 100 a couple days ago. So let's see if we can get 100 in here. Okay, I appreciate the info. Yeah, so high five. And then not only that, but if you comment on any one of my videos, because I'll remember to follow up after that, like feel free to add me on like Facebook or like TikTok or any entity like that. Send me a private message. I would love to walk you through things. I've even considered doing some tutorials on like bench press squats and stuff like that. So just really breaking it down to the most simplistic ways of like hinging at the, like for like bench press, you'll get in a slight arch and driving through the balls of your feet, driving through your hips and stuff like that for like bench press, making sure you're not bouncing. Just certain little things I'm still considering if I want to do that. Lateral raises. So I'm doing 30 pounds for the lateral raises right now. I'm considering jumping up to the 35s. So what do you think? Should we try heavier for a set? Because I really want to focus on form and making sure I'm getting 12. I don't really want to cheat by throwing it up. So we'll do another set here and see. Somebody the other day told me that my shoulders are tiny and that I need to focus on them. So instead of doing 3 sets, I'm doing 4 sets and focusing on proper movement. So I think I'm going to keep it the 30s. We are getting ready. Oh, Killer, this is not the place for you, man. We focus on the positivity. Life's hard, work's hard, school's hard. In general, we stay positive in here. Joshua, and I'm single. Only for you, buddy. Only for you. That's weird, bro. I'm guessing that's supposed to Yeah, let's not do that. But weird. Don't be weird. I have no problem. I love trolls. Trolls make me laugh. Trolls create quality content, but I have no place in here for racism and any sexism or anything like that. Like, you want to troll, you want to call me fat, tell me I'm ugly, tell me I'm old. I'm all about that life. I can make some good jokes, but we don't do anything ridiculous in here. But, not bad, guys. For someone whose belly stuck out here, I used to be a size 40. Think about it. 40 size waist. Let me show you guys something real quick. This is, I brought my bag upstairs. I'll have to go get it. But like, I have like a powerlifting belt that's real thick, like, and you can unscrew and screw it. And so when I was at my heaviest, the belt was maxed out as far as big as it could get. Now it's almost to the lowest it can get because I've lost like 7, 8 inches around my waist. I went from wearing like a 2XR shirt, sweatshirts and stuff, to everything's now a large. You're pretty jacked. Thanks, I appreciate that. Look good. Thanks, appreciate that. I do like 5 miles of running every morning and I do 200 push-ups. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. For me, I do this, so I lift weights 5 days a week. I do Mondays chest, Tuesdays legs, Wednesday I do arms, Thursdays I usually take off, Fridays I do shoulders, Saturdays I do back including deadlifts, and then Sunday I just do cardio. But I do cardio 6 days a week plus Sunday. So every day I lift plus Sundays. Okay, last set. Guys, we're up to 24 likes already. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. How old are you? I'm 39. I will be 40 here in April. I do 100 push-ups each and every day. That's awesome, Graham. That's great. So I do push-ups sometimes on chest day if I don't have enough exercises to do. Like sometimes I'll have my kids sit on my back and I'll do push-ups with them sitting on top of me because my chest is pretty strong. And so me just doing regular push-ups, it's kind of pointless because I can just do, I don't know, I haven't counted, but I can do 20 to 30 of them without even really overly exerting myself. So I'll have one of my kids like sit on my back, they're like 80 pounds, and I'll do like 6 to 10 push-ups there. But usually I'll do like flat bench and then a couple other machines because I'll lift to like Planet Fitness for like chest days because I don't have as much chest exercise as I can do here. I work on my whole body every day. I just feel more comfortable with it. But you look good for your age. I'm proud of you. Keep it up. Thanks, Josh. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I always tell people, like, you got to figure out what works for you. People all come in here, you got to do this, you got to do this, do this. As someone who was a personal trainer and has been working out for 20 some years, like, figure out something that works for you and stay to it. Like for me, I was lifting weights 6 days a week. It didn't work for me. I lost, like I wasn't putting on muscle. I was too sore. There wasn't enough recovery. When I added an extra day of rest, I actually put on more size, but I took an extra day off. But by taking an extra day off, it was harder to diet because when I don't lift, I want to eat like crap. So then I decided to add in an extra day of cardio. That extra day of cardio now actually I felt help with my recovery because like I'll do back with deadlifts. Come Sunday morning, my back is killing me from the deadlifts. So by adding in some cardio to it, it helps loosen that up and I feel like it pushes through some of that lactic acid and improves my recovery. All right. All right. So front raises, I'm gonna move up to 35 because the 30s were a little bit too easy for front raises. I deadlift at least, well dude, if you're deadlifting 890, good for you, man, because that's hell of impressive. My highest deadlift raw was 515. I think 515, 525, something like that is the best I ever pulled raw with just sweatpants, socks, and a weight belt. So, but 800 pounds is hella crazy. So good for you. Again, thank you guys for whoever sent that gift earlier. I know I said it, but I truly appreciate it. I get all giddy when people send like the super chats or like the little gifts and stuff. So I truly appreciate that. You look like Matt Damon and Ben Affleck combined. Someone keeps telling me I look like Ben Affleck. Like, I'm gonna have to look it up apparently. I mean, I know who Ben Affleck is, but I guess until today I've never really been told that before. That ain't bad, bro. Keep it up. 890 took me out honestly, but well, thank you so much for that gift. The air, wow, that escalated quickly. But thank you for that gift. I truly appreciate that. Again, short fuse, thank you so much for that gift. I truly appreciate it. That was very nice of you guys. That is absolutely awesome. I so appreciate it. Guys, I look forward, like all day today while at work, all I could think about was coming home to lift and to stream. So I was super giddy and excited to get down here, hang out with you guys, have the positive vibes. Thank you so much for that. I truly appreciate it. All right, we increased the weight to 35. Let's see how this goes. Hell yeah. Man, that felt good. I do have a question. Trying to gain weight. Do you have any pointers? Yes, Austin, if you're trying to gain weight, the best thing you can do is peanut butter and jelly, especially if you're someone who's really skinny and you're really trying to put on size. Buy Jif, because Jif has tons of sugar in it. Make yourself 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with jelly. Dump out 16 ounces of milk. Dip your peanut butter and jelly in your milk or drink it with it. You'll roughly have 50 grams of protein. That sandwich will be anywhere between probably 800 to 1200 calories, depending on how much peanut butter you put on there. And that's just one meal. That's a massive amount of protein. You're gonna have tons of fat, tons of sugar. But again, if putting on size is literally just eating it as much as you can. So peanut butter jelly with milk is my go-to. Then I always encourage like almonds, eat a bunch of almonds. That's good for you. Chocolate milk. There's tons of sugar and protein in chocolate milk. So live your best life, man. You have a get out of jail free card to eat whatever you want. Unlike me, who I eat the same thing every day because I'm trying to lose weight. How old am I? I'm 39 years old. So 39, I'll be 40 here in April. So good stuff. I just got back from the gym. That's awesome, Danny. So absolutely, I love people out here. I had someone come in here tell me about their sober. I love hearing people's success stories. So I love to hear it, guys. So definitely hit that subscribe button. Just tell people you're 50. King Cloud, why would I tell people I'm 50? So first of all, buddy, I was fat AF, like belly stuck out to here. That's why you see my titties hanging down a little bit. Like my belly hangs down here because I was super fat. I was 303 pounds and now I'm down to 220, 219. So I've lost 83 pounds, 84 pounds. And so when you're fat, it makes you, first of all, it ages you. Second of all, I'm a social worker. So I work as a social worker in one of the most dangerous cities in America, in Saginaw. And I work at a very high acuity program, which means a high level program. So I'm a social worker. I was fat, like I do these things. And so, yeah, it does look like I'm old. And then not only that, but I recently started investing and I own several rental properties too, which adds more stress. And I work 60, 70, 80 hours a week to be able to support my family and everything else and not have to struggle. So yes, I do look old. My beard is gray, but I'm okay with that. I'm still pretty. Thank you, whoever sent that gift. Kennedy or Kenya, sorry, however you say that. I'm terrible with names, dyslexic in here, and ADHD, so I'm terrible at spelling and pronouncing, but thank you so much for that gift. I truly appreciate it. It's very appreciated, guys. I appreciate that love and support. You guys have been truly amazing. We are already up to 30 likes, so keep tapping that screen. It doesn't cost you anything. Share the live out to your different platforms of people. share it out there so people know that there's people out here trying to spread positivity, trying to lift people up. I would truly, truly appreciate that. Thank you so much, Brandon. Hey, Brandon. One Brandon to another Brandon. Thanks. I appreciate it. 6, 7, 8, 9. That's what we got to start doing, guys. That's how we end the 6, 7. Just come out here with 8, 9 every time your kids do it. That's how we end it. I'm happy for you, man. Keep up the great work. Love the beard. Thanks. Thanks, Colin. Appreciate that. Love the beard. People are like, why don't you dye it like this? I'm like, nah, man. Like I'm old school. I'm simple. Like whatever happens, happens. Once in a while, I'll shave my chest because if not, I'll look like a gorilla out here. So I will shave my chest. Just Jack. Bobby, that might not be a bad idea, but I'm more of a lefty even though I'm right-handed. So I don't know. Maybe would that help lose the extra weight? Because right now I'm at a significant calorie difference. I'm doing a lot of cardio, a lot of lift weights, eating incredibly healthy. I'm trying to get there. But maybe more self-enjoyment will help with that. So I'll take that under consideration. You tried it, it really worked? All right, well, you know, they say that releases some testosterone, which helps with, you know, weight loss, putting on muscle and stuff like that. You might be onto something, buddy. Not a bad idea. I like the way you think. Take that idea, we're gonna put that in the pocket, and we're gonna save that for later. Hi, are you a... I feel like that's a setup, Micah. I feel like that's a setup. I'm not gonna read that out loud. I'm not sure what you're trying to say, but I feel like you're setting me up, buddy. We're gonna take that comment, we're just gonna throw that over there. And we're gonna hope for the best for later and see what happens. All right, guys, was that 4 sets of front raises? I'm pretty sure that was 4. That's what I respect your hustle, man, and thank you for not getting... No, man, I love trolls. I love when trolls come in here. I love to crack jokes. Like, as long as the trolls don't take it too far and they don't make it like homophobic or racist, like we can have a good time. I like when people call me fat because, to be honest with you, I'm fat. Like, back in the day when I was really fat, I used to love when people would come in here, call me fat, call me names. I would screenshot those, and every day I didn't feel like showing up to the gym. I'd go back. I had a whole book saved of like, bro, you're fat. Bro, you look like you're pregnant. Well, slept 4 hours last night, worked 12 hours. We're going to the gym because we got receipts of people saying that you're fat, bro. So eventually, they're not going to be able to call you that if you keep putting in the work. So I'm about probably 6 to 7 weeks away from putting in the work to be where like people call me fat. Like, yeah, well, you know, I hate myself. I say all kinds of negative things about me. So like nothing you say is going to hurt my feelings. But you want to know what? I'm not fat anymore. So, but I'm not quite there yet. I'm getting to that point. So I'm pretty excited. Do you have any bicep tips? One of the best things for biceps is lay like an incline bench, like you're doing an incline bench press. Lay your arms down by the side. Don't move them at all, and just curl. So you're not cheating at all. This exercise will humble you. For me, who's a pretty big guy, I can do 30-pound dumbbells for sets of 12. Someone newer to the gym, you're probably using 10s or 15s. Like if you start swinging or cheating, you're doing too much. It's just concentration, hanging your arms down. The only time you should ever cheat and use momentum with biceps is you get 10, 12, and you want to get that last rep. If you're going like this in your first rep, lower the weight. If you lower the weight and you're still going like this, lower the weight. The biggest mistake people make is we're swinging. Like they'll see these do these dumbbells like they're trying to be cool because I got 100 pounds here. Like what the fuck? Ooh, excuse my language, guys. Like what are you doing? Like that doesn't do anything. Like come on now. Sorry, he has to come home to me. Guys, that is if I did swing that way, that is my best friend. So, I mean, I get that. Like, I don't blame you. I don't have weights, but I use the kitchen chair, do dips, incline push-ups. Yeah, absolutely, Bobby. You can figure out something. What up, Ponch? It's been a minute, buddy. How are you? So Spencer, if you're still here, I got to know, where did the mirror help come from? Like, where did the name come from? It had to come from something. Guys, we have got 34 beautiful folks in here. Not every single one of you have tapped that like button. Tap that screen. It doesn't cost y'all, and I appreciate it. Guys, we've gotten over 300 gems worth of gifts today. You guys are truly, truly amazing. I love and appreciate that support. So if you haven't done so already, make sure you guys double tap that screen, hit that like out. It sends it out into the For You page, and it shows up that we are trying to continue spreading, that positivity out into the world. So definitely double tap that screen. It doesn't cost anything. We are 4 likes away from 40 likes so far, and I'd appreciate that. And I think at the beginning of the live, we were only like 30 new subscribers away from 3,400. I would love to get to that mark tonight. I have no doubt that we will. So smash that subscribe button. Then after you smash the subscribe button, go up and turn that alert on. So every time I go live, I pop up and I can fill your life with joy. Well, suggestion, that's kind of weird, buddy. That's weird. I'm planning on starting my life coach. I see. Yo, what the fuck? I wasn't like this last time. Well, this is what happens when you lock it in. So we're in the 30 days. So me and my buddy, his Spencer, but the mirror help. I challenged him. He hopped on. So right now we're in a 30 days of perfection of perfect diet, perfect cardio, and perfectly lifted weights for the next 30 days. So for the last, I want you guys to think. So there's 31 of y'all beautiful friends on right now. I want you to think about this. For 16 straight days, could you eat the same thing, the same time every single day? So for the last 16 days, I've had a protein shake for breakfast. I've had white rice, chicken, and broccoli for the next 2 meals. And then 4 eggs, egg whites, fruit, and cottage cheese for dinner. For the last 16 days, I've eaten the exact same thing. And if you go back, I posted a short this morning of like what I looked like today. And then I tagged in the day 1. So in the last 16 days, like my abs are coming in up here, my chest looks better. You can see the traps and shoulders are starting to peak in more. So for 16 days, I've locked in and I've lost 17 pounds, and you can see a massive difference. All right. We are going to do bend over rear delts. Got to work the back of those shoulders too. Guys, how's my back look? That's one thing I can't see, obviously. So I'm curious how my back looks. You look amazing, inspiring. Thanks, Fisher. I appreciate that. Not bad for an old guy that used to be fat, right? Hey, what do you think is the best for pre-workout energy? So the best for pre-workout, hands down, in my opinion, C4. Used to be $19.99 at Kroger's and Myers. Now it's like $30. So C4 is my go-to. It's the only pre-workout I use. For protein powder, I use Syntha-6 double chocolate. I mix mine with water. I think it tastes delicious. And you can get like a 10-pound bag from Amazon for like $100. Averages out. I do 2 scoops, which is like roughly 50 grams of protein. 2 scoops for roughly $2 a day. You can't really complain about that. And then for if you're looking for protein bars, I used to eat Quest bars. Quest bars are great. They taste delicious. The only thing is there's ethanol sugar in there, I think is what it is. And it could cause gut problems. And so someone like myself, I don't have a gallbladder. And so it doesn't take much for me to get the craps, I guess, to be blunt with you guys. So buddy of mine's a nurse. I work at a hospital part-time. He's like, hey man, this is why you're having all these problems. He's like, stop eating those. So I completely cut him out. And so I try to eat as much regular food as possible. And so that's why my wife does a lot of my pre-packing of like my lunches every single day. And so this is where dedication kicks motivation's ass. Dedication or motivation show up when you feel like it. Dedication you show up because it's on the schedule. And like I'll eat my food cold if I have to. So I'll eat cold rice that's hard, crunchy, cold chicken, and cold broccoli if I have to. I have a handful of spoons that just sits in my glove box, and I can just grab one, just start digging in and eat it cold at this point because, again, I eat to nurture the body. I don't eat for taste and great. Mind you, it tastes great, but I'm eating for that purpose of losing weight. I'm not eating to, get massive enjoyment and a dopamine rush like we do when we eat McDonald's and stuff like that. How long did it take you to lose weight? Whatever that said. Totally, I've done it in about 14 months. So I've lost 84 pounds in roughly 14, 15 months. But I've had some bad weeks. I had some really bad weeks. I had some good weeks. So there's weeks where I fell off. I ate pizza, I ate cheeseburgers. I gained 10 pounds, which is like bad stuff. And then so there's been some like really good couple months and then some bad couple months. So nothing's been perfect, but as long as you get back on the wagon, you'll be fine. Sorry guys, I know I missed tons and tons of comments. I swear you were overweight when I saw you last a year ago. Yeah, man, I was fat. Like fat. Like I was 303 pounds, cheeks out to here, belly out to here, fat. And I've lost 84 pounds because I locked in. How long did it take you to get where you're at now, max weight? So right now I was 303. Right now I'm exactly 220 what I weighed myself this morning. My end goal is 205 to 210. I really want to get down to 10 to 12% body fat. If I can get down to 8%, I'm going to walk on stage and do a bodybuilding competition. I won't win, but it's something I've always wanted to do. Okay, got you up. Kyle, what did you say? Following along with your journey. Thanks, Kyle. Appreciate that. And guys, if you guys ever see any of my shorts, please like them and please comment on them. I would appreciate that. I really want to see those short numbers start to go up. So show some love on those shorts. I would love to see those numbers go up. So because if my numbers start going up, I'm going to start streaming more and maybe going to the gym less, which Spencer's going to be upset about. But I feel like I'm spreading a lot of positivity and love to y'all and encouraging people to do better without taking an injection, without taking a pill, without doing things. So I want to continue to do that. And eventually one day when he feels better about himself, like he'll come and start streaming with me. So we'll get there eventually, buddy. Scam, thanks. I appreciate that. That's incredible. 84 pounds naturally. No shots, no injection, no pills, no nothing. The only two supplements I take is pre-workout and I take protein shakes. I drink 1 protein shake a day. And in the beginning, I was doing 2 protein shakes a day. I was having 5 meals. But at a certain point, I wasn't losing the weight like I wanted to. And so I went from doing 5 meals to 4 meals. I cut out a protein shake, which was roughly 400 calories, 500 calories. And I added an extra 25 minutes of cardio. So I went from doing 40 minutes of cardio to now I do 65 minutes of cardio 6 days a week. You're jacked. Thanks, Jada. Appreciate that. Loca says, yes, bro. Thanks. You appreciate it. People ask me about creatine all the time. I don't take creatine. I had a friend who had a scary story with creatine. Basically, his mom's a nurse at the hospital in Owasso where I grew up at. A guy was taking a crap ton of creatine, didn't work out his legs. All the creatine stored in the muscles and his legs. He worked out his legs, was super sore for 3 weeks, ended up in the hospital. Well, when he did legs finally, it released all that creatine that was stored up into the legs, into the body system. It caused kidney failure, it caused renal failure, it caused all kinds of problems. So again, guys, if you're going to take creatine, please work out all muscle groups because that stuff will store up in certain areas and release into the body all at once, and it can cause organ failure. So since then, I haven't touched creatine at all. But not only that, for creatine monohydrate, correct me if I'm wrong, but mono means single, hydrate means water. So you're essentially forcing water into the muscles to make the muscles look bigger without actually being stronger. I don't care how big I lift, I care how big I lift. So when I go to the gym, I can be the smallest guy there, but when people see me start throwing up 315 for set of 4 and bench, people stare. Like, I don't care. It doesn't matter how big you are, it's how big you can lift. All right, guys, be honest with me. Was that 3 or 4 sets of the bent over rows? Was that 3 or 4? That gringo is so cute. I'm cute? Thanks, appreciate that. It's used for bodybuilding competitions. I could see that. That makes sense. People that come up to us in the gym. So Spencer's my buddy who works out with me at the gym. And he says right now, he's like, people that come up to me at the gym when they see me lifting certain things and just start talking, like they're just naturally impressed. So sometimes it feels very good. And other times it's like, this is awkward. Like, can you guys please go away? Like, I kind of know how it feels like when the girls get stared at for like wearing like booty shorts. For me, usually it's dudes walking up to me like, oh my gosh, how do you lift that much weight? Like, how do you do it? And so at times it's like awesome. It's like high fives, like thanks. And other times it's like, I don't know, it's overwhelming at times sometimes. Do I pee my pants? Sometimes. It just all kind of depends, you know. You just flop it out and you just start going, shake it one too many times, you know, things happen. You never know. Like, it is what it is. Thanks, Cliff. Appreciate that. Also, Costco has 2K of whey protein. So be careful with buying whey protein for like Walmart, Meijer, stuff like that. So when you're younger, it's fine. It's not going to really hurt you. But as you get older, the cheap proteins have tons of fillers in there and they tend to have massive amount of cholesterol. So just be careful buying cheap protein from places because you're going to get a bunch of fillers and you're going to get a bunch of cholesterol. So that's why I buy Synth 6 and I buy the 10-pound bags. It's made by BSN, which is a very good reputable brand. And I'll never buy anything else. So, and I only do chocolate because vanilla is nasty and strawberry is nasty. All right, we'll do our first set of shrugs at 305. Keep up, looks good. Thanks, Alex, appreciate that. What about beef protein? Like, I guess I don't know, what do you mean by beef protein? Or, thanks guys. We got 37 people in here, guys. I need just 6 of y'all to tap that like button. Just double tap the screen, press on the nipple. Like, I truly appreciate that. And let's get that up to 50 likes here in the next couple minutes. So smash that like button. Let's get up to 50 likes. I truly appreciate that. And I appreciate all the gifts today, guys. You guys have been truly amazing. And then hit that subscribe button. I truly, truly appreciate it. Aura, are you my dad? I could be, you can call me daddy if you want to. Yes, daddy. Thank you for whoever hit that like button. Thank you for whoever hit that like button. Appreciate you guys. You guys are great. So ATP has a good beef protein. I don't know. I've never had it. I've tried like protein mixed with like fruits and vegetables in it. I forget who made it, but it was absolutely disgusting. Guys, we are two likes away from 50 likes. That was super creepy. Well, Adam, here's the thing is, buddy. Like, it's meant to be funny because life's hard. Like, life's super hard, man. School's hard, work's hard, life's hard. You gotta crack jokes, have a good time, you know, say some crazy things, pretend like you're hanging out with your buddies, say off the wall shit, like live life to your best. But guys, I gotta go run upstairs because actually I forgot my Versa grips. And for me to do these, I don't have the grip strength because I was a Nancy when I was younger. And instead of like being like a man and just pulling the bars and stuff with this, I always use straps. So I pretty much ruined my grip strength. So if any of you guys have, I can teach you anything, any advice. If you're younger lifters, try to use straps and gloves as little as possible. Build that natural grip strength. I actually need to do some Googling stuff. So anybody has any recommendation for grip strength exercises, I would love to hear it. Smells good up here. All right, guys, so I'm going to be able to two birds with one stone. I want to show you guys this. Oh my goodness, my thing's here. So, but anyways, I ran upstairs. So guys, look at this. So, fat Brandon, like this here was up to here. Like when I locked, because like I was so fat, like my belt, you know, I could only get it to like right here, like for it to latch. Now we are down here, and actually, guys, when I deadlift tomorrow, I'm gonna have to move this down to this last one. So you're talking down here, move down. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So and each one of these is 1.5 inches. So what is that? So roughly 13 inches I've lost around my waist. 13 to 14 inches I've lost around my waist when I've lost the 84 pounds. When I went from 303 to 220. Think about that, guys. Imagine losing 13 inches around your waist. The only thing that sucks about it is you have to buy all new clothes. So, I've had to buy new pants, new shirts, new everything. New everything. Thank you, whoever hit that like button. I truly appreciate y'all. Y'all a bunch of cool folks. So we are up to 51 likes. Thanks, Brandon, for that high five gift again. I truly, truly appreciate it. And another high five for Brandon. Guys, can we get some flexes in the chat for Brandon for those gifts? Let's put some flexes in the chat for Brandon. We truly appreciate it. From one brand to another, buddy, I appreciate that. Let's get those flexes in there. Show that appreciation. All right, let's get this next lift in. What up, King? What up, Panda? Panda, welcome back, buddy. How you doing tonight? All right. Guess we're going to throw this on the floor. All right, guys, we got to get more weight in here. Let's see. Let's add 20 pounds. So we'll do 325 for our next set. I was 227, started walking daily, 4.5 miles 2 weeks ago. I'm 233. Catch, that's awesome, man. Congratulations, good for you. So I kind of did the same thing. It's if I walk for 65 minutes at a 4-point speed on a treadmill. If it's nice out, I usually walk outside, but obviously it's cold as shit here in Michigan. I am down 84 pounds, and I do 4.3 miles roughly 6 days a week. Cheesy, that's not a conversation I'm willing to have here right now, because the reality of it is, if I say yes, I'm going to piss off half the people. If I say no, I'm going to piss off the other half of the people. It's one of those questions, no matter what you answer, people are going to be upset. I don't want to upset people, so we keep it positive in here. So again, love to be supportive of people, but that's not a conversation we have in this room. So appreciate it though. Hey, I love this channel. This seems like a positive place. Mr. Prince, this is the place for you, because life's hard, work's hard, school hard. We're all about uplifting and supporting people's goals. Like I said, one of the highlights of my day was a couple days ago. I was streaming. Someone came in here, was telling me about their sobriety. Myself, as a social worker, when I hear that people are sober for multiple months, I scream through the roof, because that's absolutely awesome. That's one of the things I try to help my people do, is to get them sober, and amongst other things as a social worker. So again, I just love spreading positivity. So like I said, if these streams keep going extremely well, I can continue raising the number. I would love to do this more and more, more and more a week. So I've been having an absolute blast. I was just a fat guy out here trying to no longer be fat, and to kind of tell other people that you don't got to cheat, you don't got to take an injection, you don't got to take a pill. You could just do it the natural way with hard work and dedication. Once we realize that it's life's as simple as we get comfortable being uncomfortable, that's when real change is made. Let me say that again for the people in the back. When you get comfortable being uncomfortable, that is when real change is made. All right, 325 for 12. Bro, it's hard when you get fat. My knees have been crying just the first 2 weeks. Oh, Katja, trust me, like, I don't know if you can see here, but major knee surgery. I was out of work for 11 months. I blew my knee out. So I tore this ligament here. My kneecap would go up, fall off, and cause me to fall. So major knee surgery. So what they did is they cut a tendon out of here, wrapped it around here, and if you see me extend, like, there's a huge bulge out here from a tendon that doesn't actually belong there that they replaced it with. So they cut my knee from here to here, and I have scopes in here and here. So for someone who had major knee surgery, my knees hurt all the time. My back hurts. I'm old, but we can't make excuses. We have to show up. Show up and show out. Us old folks, the difference between us and the new folks, we might be more sore, we might be more tired, but we're also more stubborn. And when we put our minds to something, we're going to achieve it. We don't make excuses. So lock in. Thoughts on diet soda? Panda, big fan of diet soda, big fan of big fan of diet soda, big fan of like the sparkling water from like Walmart. They have aspartame in them. They have 10 calories in it. It's enough for me to replace pop. I love pop. I love energy drinks. But by drinking those, I completely have removed soda out of my mouth, or removed soda out of my body, which is 1 empty calories. I removed coffee creamer from my creamer. I drink black coffee. You'd be surprised how many people drink, 1,000 to 2,000 calories a day in just soda, coffee creamer, and other, energy drinks and stuff like that. So think about it. If you just remove that stuff naturally, replace it with diet soda, you're already at a negative 700, 800 calories a day before you've even changed anything else in your diet. You'd just be shocked and how much sugars and juices and just all kinds of like sugary teas and stuff like that. So I'm a big fan of it. People are like, aspartame's bad for you. Well, the reality of the situation is pop's worse for you. Juice is worse for you. Gatorade's worse for you. Red Bull's worse for you. So when you start to look at the layer of thing of like how bad this aspartame is for you, it's still in the bottom 10% of everything that's bad for you drinks wise, compared to everything else. But we look for excuses because it's easy to say that's bad for you because it doesn't taste as good as a Coca-Cola, right? So it's easy to say that it's an excuse, right? That's all we do. We make excuses about why we don't want to make changes because it's easier to make excuses. Because I want to continue drinking my Coca-Cola by justifying it that diet doesn't taste as good and it's bad for you because it's aspartame. But Susie Q over here, who's 350 pounds, will tell you that that's bad for you while drinking a 6-pack of Mountain Dew a day. Panda, the dogs aren't sleeping. It's Poofy says, looks like a chisel god. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. That was a nice compliment. I appreciate that. People say I have really good chest genetics. I don't know. I've just worked out for a long time to build up my chest. I've been bench pressing since I was probably 12, 13 years old. I was one of the youngest kids in my graduating class in high school. So I just turned 18 in April when I graduated high school. So I was literally one of the youngest kids. And so in ninth grade, I was in the gym lifting weights. I think the first time ever I bench pressed, they put 2 quarters on each side, which is 95 pounds, and I couldn't do it, and I was embarrassed. But I got there eventually, and now I think my bench right now is probably 365 if I had to guess. Tyson started to count when got me hooked on those things. Oh yeah, I do got Spencer hooked on those flavored waters. I'm telling you, because they almost taste like soda with almost no calories. They're amazing, guys. Yeah, I'm still gonna live longer with my diet soda. Correct, 100%, Panda, 100%. That diet soda with less calories, you're gonna have less heart disease and less all kind of other problems that go along with being severely overweight. Can't drink a 6-pack if you want a 6-pack, 100%, Spencer. Somebody sent me a message. All right, guys, we've got 15 of y'all beautiful folks. If you haven't done so already, double tap that screen, hit that subscribe button, continue showing love. And again, guys, we've gotten over 400 gems worth of gifts today. That has been truly, truly amazing, truly, truly appreciative. Let's keep growing this channel, keep spreading that positivity. Thank you for that extra like. We have done, I think that was our 3rd set. So we're gonna go out wide, I think. We're gonna have to take some weight down because it's a little bit harder. So we did 3 sets of trap raises, which is gonna lift traps area here. And your traps actually go all the way down from your middle of your back to here. So we're gonna reduce the weight and I'm gonna go wide and focus on some trap pulls. A lot of people will be like, I want to squat, but it hurts my shoulders or it hurts my back. Well, the best way to squat is you want the muscles of your traps because it should sit. When you pull back, look at how that there. So when I squat, the bar sits right here. So it sits in the muscle and not on like your neck bone. All right, so we'll go from 325 to 305. Guys, these are Versa grips. I've had these probably almost 15 years. And what it does is it puts all the weight in your wrist instead of in your grip strength. So it actually allows you to lift more weight than you could naturally. So my grip strength is piss poor. I'm actually embarrassed about it. So that's one of the things I've been working on recently. But again, I'm not going to hinder my growth elsewhere because I can't hold on to something. So this is something that helps me adapt to be able to hold the weight. That felt good, guys. That felt really good. What's up, Umar? How's it going? What's up, Christopher? What's up, Daddy? How's it going, buddy? Let's get weird in here. Let's make it weird. Make it super weird. Super weird. I need one of y'all beautiful folks. Tap that screen. Let's get up to 65 likes. I need one of y'all. Tap that screen. Get up to 65 likes. We'll give it a flex. You guys tell me how my abs look and tell me how much weight I need to lose. Do you have a gym at your house? Yes. Why should we move? Yes. Yes, I do. Thanks for that like. Guys, right here, look at that, still fat. We got about probably another 10 to 15 pounds to lose down here. But yeah, so, and the neat thing is, like, I bought most of my stuff for my home gym at Facebook Marketplace, so I bought everything pennies on the dollar. So people get this idea, they want to work out, they go buy equipment, they want to do better, and then they don't, and then they want to sell it. I had someone deliver this rack to me, and like 300 pounds worth of weight for $110. The weight itself was, $400 plus the rack, the bench, and everything else with it. It's a steal. Like, Facebook Marketplace is the way to go. All right. Guys, I'm getting a cramp right here. Really weird. Like right there in my sternum. You look good, man. Thanks, King. I appreciate that. You're not 6 foot, right? It's funny. I forgot who the troll was in here. I wish that troll would have been here earlier. Like, was telling me fat and ugly. I'm like, nah, man. Like, when you start to look at all the metrics that women talk about, I'm 6'3". Women want a guy that's above 6 foot. They want a guy that's in shape. And then they want someone who makes 6 figures. So check, check, check. Like, I ain't struggling. It was just, I just find funny they come in here that they're living in their mom's basement, coming to troll people, and I'm like, bro, I ain't the one. Like you go find somebody else. Yeah, so I'm 6'3". Like, actually, if you want to get really technical, I'm anywhere between 6 foot to 6'5", depending on what convenience store I'm walking out of, because you see those strips. But no, in all seriousness, guys, like I'm 6'2 3/4". Like if we want to get really technical, I'm tall myself. You don't look 6'3". Okay. Well, my buddy Spencer was in here. Spencer, am I tall? Like I have no reason to lie. You look a bit like Noah Wiley. I have no clue who that is. Yes, but you have zero charisma. You're right, buddy. I have zero riz. What are we, 5? I'm damn near 40 with 2 kids. I ain't worried about riz or whatever the hell you're trying to say, bro. Like us old people, we ain't worried about that. Silence is deadly. Yeah, there you go. So the mirror help is actually my real life friend and colleague, my best friend. He'll tell you that I'm every bit of 6'3". So I think it's funny that basements and incels are the ones insulting you. Can't get anyone. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. That stuff doesn't bother me. And guys, just a little bit about me. Like I grew up like HUD housing and food stamps poor. I grew up poor with a mom raising 3 kids by herself. I grew up with a mattress in the living room. That was my bedroom growing up. So I went from that to putting myself through college to now I'll have a net worth of $1 million by within the next couple months. I own 13 rental units. I'm doing extremely well, and I'm on pace to retire at the age of 45. Like, so I'm not struggling. And y'all could do this too. You just have to, you're literally working out on life because I enjoy it, and I also make money, and I can also support other people. So if you notice all the positive vibes in here, and it's not you, you appear to be the outlier, bro. You notice how I have the weights in my basement of the house that I own? Sorry, guys. You really lying about, okay. So guys, I don't know how to prove this to you, but this is my ceiling here. This is me touching my ceiling. So I don't know how tall it is, but like, I'm not sure. Like, why is he not a monitor then? Well, Candy, because the reality is he usually doesn't watch my lives. And I just started streaming my workouts again. I originally counted this as, actually, I originally started going live with my dogs. Actually, that's how I got monetized on this. Dude, that stomach saggy is, yeah, it is. I'm fat. I was 303 pounds, guys. 303. Right here. What's up, Craig? What up, Craig? So Craig's been basically since I started streaming again the last couple weeks. Craig's been around. So how's it going, buddy? What are we eating tonight? Same thing we eat every night, man. Eggs, egg whites, and some cottage cheese, and your fruit. Same thing we eat every day. You look big. Thanks, son. Thanks, son. Turk, appreciate it. We ain't saying that in here because, again, that creates hate. Like, someone's going to be upset one way, someone's going to be upset the other way, but I get it. What's good to burn belly fat? kcal in versus kcal out. So all you got to do is burn more calories than you eat. It's that simple. You want to lose weight? Hypothetically, say naturally you burn 3,000 calories a day. You eat 2,000 calories a day. You're going to burn 1,000 calories of belly fat a day, or roughly fat in your body. Once you burn 3,600 calories total, you're going to lose a pound of fat. It's that simple. That's why someone like myself, I eat roughly 2,000 calories a day. I burn roughly 5,000 calories a day. So I roughly burn 1 pound of fat a day. Now, do I lose that much? No, but that's the differential that I'm usually sitting at roughly. And so I burn usually anywhere between 2 to 5 pounds a week total is what I lose. And so I've lost 17 pounds the first 16 days of this 30 days of perfect. I've lost 84 pounds total. So people come in here and say, yep, I was fat. Now imagine a belly hanging out to here. You're going to have loose skin. You're going to have loose skin here in your legs. Like I have stretch marks galore. Like, I don't know if you guys can see this. Well, that's what my dog got me, but you can see the stretch marks here in my arms. You can see the stretch marks here. Like, you can see the stretch marks here in the chest and stuff from, like, right there. You can see it, like, from where I gained weight. When you beat up your body and you abuse yourself, like, you can only come back so much. But you know what? You don't have to quit. You can decide to change. And that's what I did. I decided to change. So if I eat fast food every day, is that bad? Yeah, that's terrible for you, bro. Hold on a second, guys. Actually, I got to go over here. Give me just a second. All right, I got to put my shoes on because we're about to hop in the treadmill because we got our cardio to do. So are you the real life Captain America? That's my true hero. Captain America, I mean, I'm always curious if the guy that played him was roided up. Do you guys think he was on something, or do you think he was all natural? Because I was always kind of curious. Because as someone like myself who's all natural, I get frustrated at times with people that are on like roids and stuff like that, because the reality of it is I want to look like that, but I'm not willing to cheat to do it. So it is. 10,000 steps a day is good to lose weight, tons of weight. Yeah, the King, before it got cold out here in Michigan, I was up to like 14,000 steps a day, including my cardio. And there was one day where my buddy Spencer, who's on here right now, he was challenging me, and he kept going more, and I kept going more. And before we knew it, I had like 22,000 steps that day, and I strained my quad and barely could walk and or lift weights for, what was it, Spencer, about 6 to 8 weeks that I couldn't train legs because of you. All right, guys. Well, one of you beautiful folks log out and tell me how many followers we have right now, or how many subscribers. Because I'm curious. If we got to 30 so far already, it'll show me that we're at 3,400. So is anybody able to log out and take that for me real quick while I move this over here to the treadmill? Woo. All right, guys, as I set this up here, bear with me for a minute. 33.9, so we're a couple short still. All right, guys, give me just a second. I got to use the bathroom real quick before I hop on here, so that way I don't have to do it while I'm doing this full session. All right, guys, sorry about that. Do you guys think, I have a serious question for y'all. Do you guys think, like, when the trolls come on here and they start saying things like you're fat and stuff like that, do they think they fully expect me to be like, nah, man, I'm not fat. Like, I'm not fat, guys. Like, I'm not. Like, believe me, I'm not fat. I'm not fat. Like, am I supposed to, like, do they think I'm going to argue back with them? Like, what's the purpose? John Cena, probably steroids. Actually, I think WWE, they, after Benoit whacked his entire family, they test for steroids and stuff like that now. I could F this guy up big time. Okay, what's your point? Like, I'm out here trying to fight people. Like, is that cool? Like, what are we in, like, what is that, middle school, peak fighting age? Like, is that what we're going to do? We're going to go out and fight people? Oh, I can fight. Like, fisticuffs. My little fist of fury. Like, ah! You guys want to know actually a little secret I'll tell you? Especially dudes, if you're the biggest dude that's going to the bar, let me teach you guys a little secret. So I want you to, anytime you go to the bar, it used to be $5, you know, because drinks have now gotten super expensive. Take $10 out of your pocket, put it in your left pocket. Every time someone bumps into you or someone wants to fight you, someone wants to act a fool, pull that $10 up and say, hey man, let's go buy a drink. Because You get in a fight at a bar, one of two things are going to happen. You're going to win. You might hurt him. You might off him. And now you're spending a long time in prison. The other one is you get your ass kicked. You get hurt. You might get a massive medical bill. Either way, there's no win-win in the situation. Why are we out here being grown folks trying to fight people? Like, make it make sense. Like, unless you're defending yourself and you didn't start it, cool. Outside of that, makes zero sense. Well, King, I love trolls. It allows me to create good content. Like, that stuff cracks me up. Like, troll me all day. Like, it's awesome. I owe you money. Jack, what do I owe you money for, man? Probably do. Actually, no. Most people usually owe me money. You have a good shape for your age. Thanks, Candy. I appreciate that. I feel like I do not like the angle of this. I feel like that was a little bit better. All right, let's try this again. All right, is that a little bit better, guys? I feel like that's a little bit better. There we go. I can read it better. All right. I'm skinny, 161 pounds. Candy, you need to eat more, man. You got to eat big to get big. So think about it. If your body naturally burns a bunch, you got to overload it in order to put on some size. So if you're only eating 2,000 calories a day and you're burning 2,000 calories a day, you're going to stay the same. Now, increase that to 4,000 calories a day, lift weights 5 days a week, you're going to start putting on some muscle, man. Why are you talking to a screen in your basement, bro? Stop that and pay me. You owe me money. Jack, do you need attention, bro? Living in your mom's basement, eating Hot Pockets, playing your Minecraft and what's that other stuff kids play nowadays? What's that Roblox game? God, that game's awful. You need attention, bro. I can give it to you. Tell me a little bit about you. We can talk. Sounds like a heat monitor dying. The treadmill does. You're only 17, Candy? Yeah, man, eat up, man. Being 17 and skinny like that, that just gives you a permission to live your best life. Go eat some carrot cake. Carrot cake's delicious. Actually, you want to know what I've been craving? Restaurant-style nachos. You know, they put the nachos on there, they put the beef on there, cake it full of like the liquid cheese and the shredded cheese, and then they put the beef on there and some refried beans and some sour cream and some salsa. So that's where it's at. The Art of Cool, I need to lose 20-pound, cardio ain't working. Or the Art of Cool, how old are you, man? Let's have a conversation. I'd love to help support you. So the first thing you gotta do is just make sure you're at a calorie deficit. So my buddy Spencer, the Mirror Help guy, I'll use him as a perfect example. So he started lifting weights with me. He started doing cardio with me. Didn't lose any weight. Well, because he ate like shit. He was, having coffee with his creamer. He was drinking Monster energy drinks with tons of sugar in them. He was drinking other like pops. He was eating out donuts and other crap food. So he might have put on a little bit of size. His chest looks a little bit better. His arms look a little bit more swell, but he wasn't doing anything. So in the last 16 days, he locked in. He cleaned up his diet. Mind you, it's not perfect. It's not autistic perfect like mine is, but he's lost like 5 or 6 pounds now in the first 16 days because he reduced the calories he's eating and maintained the same workout level. So you got to reduce the calories you're eating. Bro, you look shredded. Thanks, Ponch. Appreciate that, man. Truly, truly appreciate that. LOL like mine. Sorry, not sure like yours what. But guys, thank you so much for those likes. You guys truly are amazing. We are up to 72 likes so far. Keep double tapping that screen. Let's see if we can get up to 75 likes. I would love to get over 100 likes by the time we're done with this live. So our goal is 100 likes. Wish there was a way to pin that. Spencer, I do need to make you a monitor here in a minute. That way, whenever you're on, if people are acting a fool, you can put them in timeout. How do you get a chest like that? Lift heavy. So for me on chest day, I lift heavy sets of 4. So like Monday I did 275 for 4, 285 for 4, 295 for 4, 305 for 4. 4 sets of 4 heavy sets. All right, let's see if I can not fall off and or knock the computer down. All right, Spencer, you're now a monitor. If people are acting stupid, you can put them in timeout. Never been over 180 pounds, but over the last 2 years, I've gotten up to 230. I work hard construction work, long days, having hard times getting motivated. Okay, Notorious, are you still here, man? Because I'm going to give you the best advice you've ever heard in your life. Give me a thumbs up, just let me know you're still here, and I'll give you the best advice you've ever heard. Because I got you, man. Because I know what that feels like. Because I got fat by working 70, 80 hours a week and not working out like it was bad. So, Notorious, if you're still here, I got some advice for you. Let me know, man. Do sit-ups, help burn those calories. Yeah, so sit-ups will help burn calories. But again, like if you're trying to build your stomach and get abs, that's all done in the kitchen. It's about eating less shit and burning more calories. Like, I do abs twice a week. My abs are okay at best, but I only do abs twice a week because the reality is, like, your abs aren't gonna pop until you get rid of the body fat on top of it. So that's how you do that. All right, Insulin, you're still here. So I want you to take this. I want you to take the word motivation. Take that shit, and I want you to toss that bitch over there, okay? I want you to take it and replace it with the word dedication. Motivation, we show up when we feel like it, right? And a lot of times we don't feel like it. We don't feel like working a bunch of overtime. We don't feel like doing all the extra stuff we're supposed to. Dedication, you show up because it's on the schedule, right? So if you know you gotta go to work at 6, and you're gonna work 6 to 7, and at 7:30, you have wrote down to go to the gym, and you get out at 7, you're tired, you're exhausted, it doesn't matter. 7:30, you wrote down to go to the gym. Get your fat ass to the gym. That's it, it's that simple. It's that simple. So on Sunday, sit down, write out your plan for the week. So I wrote out the plan for Spencer, my buddy that's in here right now. I said, Monday we're gonna do chest, and then we're gonna do cardio. No matter what time I get out. I was supposed to be out of work at 4:30, I didn't get out until 8 o'clock tonight. I didn't get home until it was 9 o'clock. In Michigan, it's what? I don't want to mess with my phone because but it's what, 10:30 here? So I left for work at 7:30, got home at 8:30, doing shoulders, traps, and cardio was on the schedule today. So we showed up, we lifted shoulders for an hour, we got 65 minutes of, on the treadmill. I'm not going to get done to probably, what, 11 o'clock tonight? Because that's what's on the schedule. And you do whatever's on the schedule. My wife does my meal prep, so usually she meal preps on Sunday. I don't have to think what I'm going to eat. I eat the same thing every day. Think about the brain power you can remove when you never have to worry about what you're going to eat because your meals are already pre-made. You already know what your schedule is going to look like for the week. And so you follow the schedule, you follow the meal prep. Think about all the extra brain power you're now going to have to focus on anything else you want to do in your life because you don't have to think about what's for dinner. You don't have to think about what am I going to do today. You know, it's Saturday, you have chest and shoulders on it, you know you're working until 7, your buddy calls you and say, hey, you want to go get a beer tonight? You say, nah, man, it's shoulder day. What do you mean, man? We like all the guys, we're going out to the bar. Nah, man, it is shoulders day. Shoulders is on the schedule. Shoulders is what we're doing. Maybe I'll go out afterwards. So if y'all want to meet at midnight, after I get my cardio in, I get my shoulders in, I'll go out, maybe have one, because that's not too many calories, hang out with the boys, that's fine. But we all too often make too many damn excuses instead of showing up. So replace motivation, throw that out, replace it with dedication, it'll completely change your life. You could see that I'm not the same as you. You're not a human being. I'm not human? Well, I mean, I joke that I might be slightly autistic, but, you know, who knows? But I have the ability to lock in, and by locking in, I don't make excuses. By not making excuses, you guys can start to see the results. So, but if you guys haven't done so already, double tap that screen. We are 4 likes away from 80 likes for the live. I would truly love and appreciate that support. And then head up and hit that subscribe. Guys, we are inching so close to 3,400 subscribers. And I would absolutely love to get to that tonight. Thank you, brother. I want to get back into shape like I was wrestling in JUCO. Oh, that's awesome, man. Notorious. And another thing that you could do, and same thing for anybody here. If you guys want to add me on FP, you guys don't know what that is. My name is Brandon Tilson, Tilson. Send me a private message. If you have questions about specific lifts, if you have questions on specific diets, I would love to walk you guys through that. Like, all too often, we're afraid to ask the question because we think people are going to be mean to us. But when the reality is, when you go to the gym, usually the jacked up guys are the guys, the nicest ones there. So, if you have any questions, feel free to send me a message. Comment on any of these videos here on YouTube, and I'll answer your questions the best I can. So, I got you. Punch, the puppies are upstairs. So I can't have them down here because Bowser will try to get on the treadmill with me. And then he'll take me out.
And that's a lose-lose for everybody. All right, beautiful folks, we are 2 likes away from 80 likes for live. Keep tapping that screen. And we are at 404 gems for this live. So thank you guys so much for all those gifts. I can't talk. Still waiting for that first super chat. Truly, truly appreciate and love that support, guys. Thank you. Are you Danny Spavano's father? I have no clue who that is. I feel like you set me up. I feel like half the stuff I read on here, someone's saying something off the chain, waiting to get a reaction out of me. Which 9 times out of 10 you are going to get a reaction because, well, that's just who I am. Thank you guys. We got to those 80 likes. I truly, truly, truly appreciate it and love that support. You guys are amazing. We are up to 11 and a half minutes into our cardio so far. We got another 53, 54 minutes to go. So we did shoulder, so we did 4 sets of shoulder press. We did 4 sets of, I guess, outward raises. We did 4 sets of front raises. We did 4 sets of bent over rear delts. And then we did 3 sets of regular shrugs, 3 sets of wide shrugs. So what is that? 16, 6. So we did 22 sets of weights. And now we're on the treadmill for 65 minutes. So we're 12 minutes in, and we do 65 minutes total. Cardio. I don't speak Italian. I feel you, man. But again, you got 2 choices in life: be fat or don't be fat. So if you're one of those people that's gifted genetically and you're not going to gain, or you could lose weight without doing cardio, congratulations. I envy you. However, I used to be fat, like stare at that guy in public, fat. Like can't put your arms around you, fat. Like my man just ate a half a pizza and 3 donuts, fat. And so because of that, I got my fat ass on this treadmill and we're gonna do better. And so I've lost 84 pounds and we're just out here grinding. Thank you so much for that gift, Marco. Marco, I truly appreciate that gift. That was truly awesome. Appreciate and love that support, man. Guys, I know I asked last time, but can we get some flexes in the chat for Marco? Show some support for the people that support me. I truly, truly appreciate that. Or maybe some cheer hats, something in that chat. I'd appreciate it. You look like him, only older. Well, I am old. I'm definitely getting old. I'll be 40 here in April. As Spencer always says, I'm old, but he's poor. So I'd rather be old than poor. So, yeah, 6'7". I was fat, LOL, 400 pounds fat. So baby, you know what I'm talking about, like fat, right? I was 6'3", 303 pounds, like fat. And I don't want to be fat anymore. My kids were embarrassed. Wife was embarrassed, even though she wouldn't tell me. My kids would be like, damn, Dad, you fat. My wife would be like, don't say that, that's mean. Like, Damien, no, they're right, I'm fat. Like, I am fat. Like, it's the reality. Society nowadays is so soft that when we speak the truth, all of a sudden we hurt people's feelings. Like, nah, man, I'm fat, it's the truth. I just had peanut butter mixed with mashed potatoes. Well, Craig, that is definitely what we call a mass builder. Mass amount of carbs, decent amount of protein. Mike says keep up the work. Thanks, Mike, appreciate that. Excuse me, I'm only a lot poor. You're super old. Hey, you know, 6'7". Thanks, Mike, appreciate that. Guys, get those flexes in the chat. Appreciate those gifts, guys. That's truly amazing. I love the support. Oh, hey, don't think all the cardio is needed. 45 here, 6 feet tall. Not sure what you mean, Banger. Say it one more time. So for me, again, I'm hyper fixated on this 30 days of perfection. So in 30 days, I am focusing on, during these 30 days, I am focused on being perfect. And perfect to me is eating the same thing every single day. It's 1,900 to 2,100 calories. It's lifting weights 5 days a week. It's doing 65 minutes of cardio 6 days a week. I want to show people, when you lock in, what the human body can do when you lock in for 30 days. I was 237, or 236.8 when I started this on January 1st. I'm down to 220 already. So 16.8 pounds I've lost. A lot of it was gut health from eating poor, gut inflammation. And so I've locked in basically for half of this, and I've lost 17 pounds. Now imagine what happens if you locked in for another 15 days. Another 15 days of perfection. Imagine what I'll look like. I can't wait. Like, I fully expect to be down to like 210, somewhere around that 210 frame, which would be that 8 to 10 or that 10 to 12% body fat. And then I'm going to keep pushing myself. Eventually I want to get down to 8%, and I would love to walk on stage and do a bodybuilding competition. Am I going to win? No. probably going to destroy, probably get last place, but to go from 303 to 205, 200, 8% body fat would be absolutely amazing. I'd be so proud of myself. Hey, I did it without cardio last time. Well, yeah, you can. I could easily do it without the cardio. Lift weights, decrease my calories, remove a meal, eat 1,500 calories a day, 1,600 calories a day. I can do it. It's just going to take a shit ton longer. And none of that, but cardio is good for heart health. So I'm out here doing, 15-minute mile for a little bit over 4 miles. You love cardio. Do I curse? Spencer's my best friend, and I curse like a sailor. I actually have a really bad potty mouth. However, this platform's not a big fan of cursing, and they won't put your stuff in the For You page as much if you curse a bunch. So I try to avoid cursing at all costs, but I'm not good at not cursing, so I tend to swear quite often. I just really try to avoid the very vulgar words here. But my vocabulary usually consists of 75 curse words per sentence. Just as I was going to take a day off. Hurricane, once in a while, man, take that day off. So I take every Thursday off, take a full day off. And for my body, it's actually worked out better. But I lift weights 5 days a week. I do cardio 6 days a week. And it's whatever's on the schedule. So Thursday was my planned day off. I took that day off. And it's hard sometimes. So sometimes I still want to lift or cardio. But I took that planned day off. And today, I woke up this morning, feet hit the ground. I took my little video I take every morning of myself in the scale to track my progress day by day. All I could think of all day long. If Spencer's still here asking, I text him like, dude, I cannot wait to go to the gym later. Dude, I cannot wait to work out later. Like, it's all I could think about. Like, I was so excited because I didn't get a chance to lift yesterday. So yeah, we can do bodybuilding competition together. There you go. I'm going to start doing a perfect, Mike, I'm telling you, lock in for 30 days. Like, if you guys haven't seen, the video I posted this morning is me as of today, and then I pinned in the video from day one. You could see such a huge difference in my body already, where like my entire midsection was full on day one, but 15 full days in, because obviously today's day 16, so we're counting it as day 16, but we didn't complete it yet when we took the video in the morning. And now this morning you could see my abs are starting to come in here, like my love handles ain't hanging over as much, like my traps, shoulders, and chest are a little bit more defined. Like day by day it's coming along. Like the scale's not coming along as friendly, but how I look is starting to come along. Like I'm growing my self-confidence every day because I'm a realist. Like I still think I'm fat. I know I'm fat. Like I still have a little bit of a belly. My belly hangs over because I abuse it because I have extra skin. But the reality of it is, if I keep locked in for the next 15 days, next 30 days, I'm gonna look fucking amazing. Sorry. All right, beautiful people. If you haven't done so already, head up, hit that subscribe button. After you hit that subscribe button, I want you guys to hit that alert. Turn that alert on. So every time I go live, it'll give you that ping in your phone. You can see my pretty face and I can get y'all's positive support. So hit that subscribe button. We are inching so close to 3,400 subscribers. Actually, if someone wants to slide out and slide back in, let's see if we got to that number yet. I know that we were inching close. We were getting so close. Hell yeah. Welcome in, McBurg. How are you doing today? Thank you for that like, guys. I appreciate it. We are just 15 likes shy of 100. I would love to get to 100 likes. We are 20 minutes. Well, we're almost 20 minutes into our cardio session. So yeah, 45 minutes to go. Thank you for that like. Appreciate it. You're truly amazing. Go down like you want me to fall. Actually, Hurricane, you want to hear a funny story? So, like, I am super ADHD, so I get super distracted when I'm on the treadmill. Like when I'm at the gym, and Spencer can confirm this, you'll see me dancing. I'll be flailing my arms. I'll start doing the chicken dance. Like, I gotta do whatever I can do to distract my mind because 65 minutes of cardio is boring, right? That's why I prefer to do it outside, but it's cold as shit in Michigan right now. So I do all this stuff, like here. So when I bought my new treadmill, I specifically had to buy a treadmill that was more expensive because the belt is longer. Because I'll get distracted, all of a sudden you'll see, like, I end up back here, and I'm like, okay, now I can hurry up and get back up before I fall. So I specifically had to buy the extended belt because I knew I'll fall off because I get so distracted. Hurricane, I subscribed and like, thanks Hurricane, I appreciate that, man. Truly appreciate that. Guys, we've gotten over 534 gems today. That is so cool. I love and appreciate that support. Thank you guys so much. We're up to 84 likes. And if I had to guess, probably 30, maybe 30 plus subscribers so far. So I truly appreciate that. How long were you riding for? Well, we've been on the treadmill for 31 minutes, but I feel like that's meaning something else. Weird, bro. Weird. As my kids would say, that's sus. That is sus, bro. Dude, nice. Keep it up. Thanks. Appreciate that. We're giving a little bit of flexing. You guys can see here when I flex like that, like my chest doesn't look as nice because I obviously all the weight that I had gained previously. Now I've lost 84 pounds from 303 to 220. So still working on the skin firming up. But we'll get there eventually. All the stuff I've read is basically if you keep the weight off for a few years, that the skin will refirm back up and you'll feel better. So that is my ultimate goal. So appreciate that. Appreciate the new subscribers and all the love, guys. Anybody got some massive goals they're working on for New Year's? I know we're halfway through January, so by this time most people have given up on their goals. Anybody have any goals that they're still keeping up with? High five. I completely forgot what you did say, the order off Amazon. High five. I thought I recognized your face or your name. You were in here yesterday. So I order Syntha 6 whey protein. It's made by BSN, and so it's made by BSN, and it's $100 for a 10-pound bag, and it's great because it lasts for like usually about 2 months because I do 2 scoops once a day, and it's about 50 grams of protein, 200 calories, and I love the taste. So where else can you get breakfast for $2 a day? So that's where it's at. What up, Cooper? Cooper, you've been in here several times, man. How you doing, buddy? What up, Dickerson? How's it going? Guys, those 2 people that just joined, you haven't done already, thank you. Whoever just double tapped that screen, appreciate that. I would love to get to 100 likes tonight, guys. What's your question, Cooper? Guys, any of the OGs that have been here, I don't think there's anybody in here. We used to have this kid in here. That's not the same Cooper, but it was Cooper. He used to come in here and troll me nonstop, say all kinds of crazy things. And this was back when I was fat. I was so nice to this kid, and I just basically gave him encouragement. I was super nice to him. This dude went from like a troll who was trolling me for like 2-3 weeks to finally like someone that would pop into live and watch all the time and like want some support. So it's pretty cool. Like it's funny, like you never know what people are going through. You never know how hard someone's life is. So by me being nice to that kid instead of just being a dick back, completely changed like his perspective and him and I's interaction. I got a question. Is 225 bench good for a 15-year-old? Hell yeah, Cooper. Well, I guess it depends. Yes, it's good no matter what. But it also depends on how much you weigh. You know, if you're walking around at 350 pounds, benching 225, not that great. Now, if you're 225, benching 225, good for you. Like, to kind of determine if a bench is quality is, you want to be able to bench at least 1 pound of your body weight. You want to be able to deadlift 1.5 pound of your body weight. Squat is somewhere in between the two of those. So, squatting is always hard. But, Cooper, as a 15-year-old, I'm going to give you the best advice you've ever heard. Squats are more important than bench press. Work your legs, because by building your legs, it's going to release natural testosterone. By releasing natural testosterone, it's going to build the rest of your body. So, continue to focus on building your legs. Squats, deadlifts, bench press are the 3 most important lifts you're going to do. Just out of curiosity, Cooper, what are you training bench press for? Like you play football, you play basketball, track star, like what are you trying to do? What is the most you can lift? Well, bench is about 365 raw. Deadlift is probably about 485. And squat somewhere probably around 350, but I also blew my knee out and have had major knee surgery. But I could leg press well over 900. I probably could leg press over 1,000 pounds. Football and track. Well, it depends. For track, are you doing like field, like you're doing shot put and discus? Or are you doing running? Because this is dependent. But for football, I'm guessing for your age and your weight, you're probably a lineman. So you want to train heavy sets of 4. So, because the average play for football is roughly 3 to 4 seconds, right? So if you're an offensive lineman, you want to train for mass impact, right? Because again, if you're an offensive lineman, you come here, you engage, you want to move a guy one way or another. So it's all that chest force. So mass impact for 4 seconds. So lift heavy sets of 4. So for your bench press, so say your max is 225, I want you to throw like 185 on there for 4, 195 for 4, 205 for 4, 205 for 4. And then after that, when you get into your accessory lifts, like your incline bench press, then do sets of 12. And then do some dumbbell bench press, sets of 12. And then you're gonna do some flies to kind of just fill in the rest here. And then maybe some cable lifts up to kind of get the underneath chest. So, but you wanna lift heavy because again, you're trying to maximize impact. So for me, I've taken several seminars with world-class powerlifters. When I bench press, I hold my breath. So I lock in, I get my form, I take a deep breath, and then I take what's called a sip. You take that last sip of oxygen, you get your form, and then boom, boom, boom. As soon as you release your oxygen, release your form, you lose probably 20% of your strength. So while bench pressing, I don't breathe at all if I'm doing heavy sets of 4. And my buddy Spencer's in here and he watches me. So I'm not just saying that. So hold your breath, take that last sip of oxygen, push it all out your belly, and just press heavy sets of 4. Now, if you're training for like basketball track, then I want you to do sets of 12 because it's in between anaerobic and aerobic. Wow, is that Jasmine or Salzmine? Guys, I need one of y'all beautiful folks to double tap that screen. Let's get to 90 likes. I would truly, truly appreciate that. Discus, javelin, 100 meters, which I run. So yeah, so a lot of power. So again, I would train heavy sets of 4 in your deadlifts, your squats, and your bench press. Focus on heavy sets of 4 because you're training for the sport you want to compete in. Thank you for that like, guys. I appreciate that. We are officially at 90 likes. So cool. 118. 118 was your max, if I remember the math. Oh yeah, so I leg pressed 118. Was it for 4 or 5, Spencer? Do you remember? On leg press? And I'm talking about going all the way down, all the way back up. On leg press was, so I had 9 plates on each side. Or was it 10 plates? No, 9 plates on each side, and I had 2 plates stacked behind it for 1,018 pounds. Is it hairy down below? It depends, it could be. Depends on the day, the week, the night. You know? I do have to shave my chest, if not I would have a massive, I look like a gorilla, I ain't gonna lie. But I don't have any back hair, so that's a positive. I will try that tomorrow when I have weight training in the morning. Yeah, so Cooper, focus on consistently 4 sets of 4. And then, so for me, again, you're younger, so you don't need to do as much, but for me, I try to get 16 sets of whatever body part I'm doing that day. So if I'm doing chest, I do 16 sets, maybe 4 different exercises, 4 sets of each exercise. Like today I did shoulders. I ended up doing 22 sets because I did shoulders. I wanted to hit front shoulders, the side, I wanted to get the rear delt, and then I wanted to get the traps. So I ended up doing 22 sets today. Everything sets of 12 for shoulders because again, I'm training differently. But for chest, deadlift, squat, heavy sets of 4. I think the other day I squatted 305 for 4. I deadlifted 425 last Saturday for sets of 4. Yeah, so, and actually guys, tomorrow I'll stream my live tomorrow around probably 6 o'clock. We'll do heavy deadlifts. I'm probably gonna try to pull either 435 or 445 for 4. I pulled 425 and I feel like I had a little bit more in me. So this week I'm gonna increase it a little bit more. Try to pull 435 and then maybe 445 for a set of 4. So the most I've ever done, this is back when I was fat, when I was like 300 pounds. I think I pulled 475 for 4 back in my bigger days. Hey guys, somebody tap that screen and unlike, so I need one of y'all beautiful folks to re-tap that screen. Hit that like for us to get to 90 likes again. So double tap that screen. I would truly, truly appreciate that. Guys, the worst part about cardio is that you get those nerves going, firing, and my legs start to itch like crazy. It drives me nuts. Thanks for whoever unliked again. Let's see if we can just go backwards. Let's go to 0. Whew. That's funny. Thanks for that like, guys. Truly appreciate that. We are 30 and a half minutes in here. So we got about a little over 65 minutes to go. I feel like this is Tilted a little too hard. There we go. No. Well, that's a weird thing to say. Spencer, don't block those people like that. That's fine, because that creates quality content. It's only if they keep spamming the chat too much, and I'll let you know at that point. But it's a weird thing to say to another man, but also respectful. Like, respect, bro. Like, makes me feel good about myself. Oh, you might, because I have it so I can see all comments on. So sometimes you have to change it from like premium comments to all comments. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Hit that subscribe button. Show some love, man. Appreciate that. I get that. Like, no one's straighter than two best friends that say super inappropriate things to each other. Like, super inappropriate things to each other. I kept walking by, but you never looked back. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, girl. I see you. I got you. My bad. Oh, guys, what a good time. We've had a lot of laughs tonight. We've been going here for, an hour and 40 some minutes on here. We got about 33 minutes left on the treadmill. We are absolutely breaking goals. I'm down 17 pounds, 84 total, 17 in the last since I started this challenge. We've got 84 total. We are 1 like away from 90 likes. We've got a bunch of new subscribers. We've gotten over 530 gems today. You guys are locked in, been massively supportive. I truly love it, guys. Thank you so much. Are you not as out of shape as all your haters say? I hate you too. You hate me? That's okay. I hate myself. I love when people come in here, and I'm not sure if I'm misreading it, but the thing is, I hate me. Like, so nothing you say is going to hurt my feelings because nobody likes or dislikes me more than I dislike me. I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm poor. Like, I already know these things. Like, come on now. Damn, I missed so many comments from the settings. That's funny, Spencer. Do you think you'll have to get surgery? Mike, I've considered it, to be honest with you, because the reality of it is I put in so much work, so much time. I mean, I work out 2 hours a day, 5 days a week. Sometimes even more than that. Sometimes the workouts take 2.5 hours if I add abs into it. So I've put in massive amount of work and I've melted massive amount of weight. And if I have to have surgery to get rid of the extra skin, I absolutely will do it. I've worked my ass off. The reason I got fat is because I was working 70, 80 hours a week, 30 days in a row, building my real estate business. So I spent 2.5 years grinding out, working weekends. I had 5 jobs, not even joking you, 5 jobs. My primary jobs, I worked at 2 programs. I worked at the hospital screening people nights and weekends. I was working 30 hours there, a week there. I got my real estate license. I was buying and selling real estate. I own 13 rental properties that my wife and I self-manage. We were running a successful TT account that we made a decent amount of money on. I was grinding out. I had money coming in from everywhere, but I ate like shit because I needed that dopamine from food because I wasn't getting it from other places, and I got fat. So now that I've locked in and I'm doing better, I will, if that's what I have to do, that's absolutely what I will do. All jokes aside, I gave me a body and had respect for people who can take care of themselves. Thanks, Lord. I appreciate that, man. Lord, if you're here for a minute, hopefully you're still here. I got to tell you a funny story. So everybody wait until you hear my entire story before you judge me because it makes me sound like a terrible person. So Lord, when I was younger, so first of all I have to tell you, I'm ADHD. I was diagnosed in 3rd or 4th grade. I did all the psychological testing. I'm not just one of those people self-diagnosed. I was actually diagnosed, went through a bunch of testing. So I'm ADHD. My mom wanted to put me on meds. My dad didn't want to put me on meds. They were divorced. I could never be medicated. So I've never been medicated. Just out here raw dogging life, doing the best I can. So I easily get overstimulated with people that are loud and people that are obnoxious. I don't like loud noises. Spencer is ADHD himself. He's loud, he's obnoxious. At times when he's being that way, I just have to go like this to tell him to quiet down. Because if not, I want to punch him in the face because I easily get overstimulated. So for me, for the longest time, I was very homophobic because I was associating gay people with being loud. Well, then I realized it had nothing to do with their sexual orientation. It had everything to do with their personality. And I just realized, I don't like loud people. And it was funny. When I was 25, I went through a terrible divorce. My ex-wife left me for my old best friend. And my brother's girlfriend, who is gay, comes up to me and he's like, hey man, I know you're going through hell right now. He's like, here's a beer. He's like, you need someone to talk to? He's like, I got you. And it was like this aha, like wake up moment of like, what am I doing? Like, this is stupid. Like, and it took me doing some self-reflecting to realize I just don't like people who are loud. And once I realized that, hate is such a waste of energy. Such a waste of energy. We need more. Thanks, Cam God. I'll take that. Much respect. Appreciate it. So do you ever visit family members? Where are your parents from? So my parents are back from my original town. And I see my mom once in a while, but it's an hour away. I drive an hour to work. Like, I spend a lot of time on the road every single week. Mike, sorry I missed your comment. I know you retracted it, but put it back in the chat, man, so I can answer it. Same dude. Grew up with domestic violence. Loud noises and screaming caused me panics. None of the gays are loud and obnoxious, and I'm glad you found. Yeah, and it was crazy. Like, it was just the loud people. Like, I don't like being loud. I grew up in a very toxic, abusive environment. Tons of trauma as a kid. Like I said, my mom was a single mom for a long time. I grew up on a mattress, and the living room floor was my bedroom for most of my high school. But my mom was doing the best she could, raising 3 kids by herself. She's my hero to this day. And so when you grow up in that type of environment, like, you just have certain triggers. And to me, it was being loud. Well, sounds like the same thing I'm going through. I have a full-time job, full-time realtor, have rental properties, and have gained a lot of weight in the last year. Mike, that's exactly what happened. But I'll tell you right now, I grew my net worth from 200K to right around 970,000 in like 3 years. So my 3 goals this year is to read 1 book a month, officially have a net worth of $1 million, and get my body weight down, my body fat percentage down to 10 to 12%. So those are my 3 goals. So they're all easily attainable. I just got to continue working at it. For me, the hardest one most likely is going to be the book. I started reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I'm about 80 pages in. Bought it several years ago because I feel like it's below my level at this point because of how successful I am. Like, I own 13 rentals, I own 6 single families, a triplex and 2 duplexes, and I have the opportunity to buy 4 more duplexes in the next 6 months. So Mike, I don't know if you know what Bigger Pockets is, but like, I was featured on Bigger Pockets podcast. The main podcast, I had the highest viewed rookie real estate podcast. I think it was last year or 2 years ago. And then Bigger Pockets has actually invited me back to be on the podcast again. I just haven't scheduled it yet because I don't have time. So, like, I've done all the stuff. I've been on other small podcasts for real estate, for like small town people who have come from nothing and kind of like build it up. But at a certain point, I don't want to tell the same story over and over just for a smaller podcast. Which is funny, since I'm probably the loudest person around you. Spencer, you're 100% the loudest person around me. Are you my dad? I don't know. I secretly wonder if I have children out there. I got around a lot in my my mid-20s after I went through my divorce. Kind of went through like the W word phase and got around. So I do have some concerns. So maybe, I don't know. Dude, you know what helps? Going to the library and reading books and audiobooks. You can look and text and listen to the audios. I have a bit of ADHD, fall asleep. So Lord, what I did is actually how I educated myself on real estate was I listened to podcasts on my way to work and on my way from work. So it was great. Like, I could just listen to it. I didn't have to read it. And so I've read several books about real estate too, but I listened to tons of like podcasts. So really educated myself. And not only that, but it keeps the brain busy. Since you didn't like loud people, I guess you don't like blacks in movie theaters. No offense. No, that's funny, Mike. But, you know, I really don't like loud people. But like I said, it's funny. Spencer's my best friend, and he's arguably the loudest person I've ever met in my entire life. But he's also respectful enough. If I go like this, I don't have to say anything. I literally just go like this, and he knows that like I'm overstimulated and he needs to quiet down. So whether we're at work, we're at my house, we're at the gym, like, he's respectful enough to know that like he's gonna bring it down a notch. So it goes a long ways when we just all have mutual respect for each other. But guys, I've appreciated this conversation because I'm almost 41 minutes into this cardio, and I felt like I've done nothing. Like, cardio is easy when you distract the brain. All right, guys, we got 14 beautiful folks in here. Double tap that screen, hit that like button, and then head up and hit that subscribe. Show me some love. Are we at 34? Are we at 3,400 subscribers yet? Is anybody able to go out and come back in real quick? You're hot. Thanks. Appreciate that. I'm not too bad. Forgot to comb the beard. I am? Sweet. So my big goal was to get to 3,400 subscribers today, guys. So we're there. So as long, it means that at some point we're there exactly 3,400 or above it. It won't show me any differential, or it won't show you guys the differential until we get to like, what is it, 34,010 people, I think it is. But thank you so much. So for those likes, we are 8 likes away from 100 likes. So spam that like button if you haven't done so already. Ask some questions. I appreciate it. Hey, what's up, Brandon? Welcome in. Welcome up. What's up, Braden? Braden. How you doing, buddy? Burning thousands of calories. That's the plan. So, and again, the treadmill, it guesstimates it, but it says right now it's at 350, but I'm also bigger than the average person, so it's probably way more than that. So, but we already lifted weights. We did 22 sets of like shoulders and traps. We've been on the treadmill for 42 minutes, and we got another 23 minutes to go. I wonder how many minutes on the treadmill I could do before it become counterproductive. Like, could I do an hour and a half? Do you think 90 minutes on the treadmill is too much of cardio? Like, where do we feel like the sweet spot is without going over it? Random, I'm doing really good. It was a long day at work. I didn't leave the office till almost 8 o'clock because I'm basically doing 2 full-time jobs. Dominic, I'll make you a deal. You hit that subscribe button, I'll flex. And you double tap that screen, hit that like. I'll give you the full body flex on the treadmill, and if I fall off, y'all get a good laugh. So, all right, I see the like. Did you hit the subscribe button? Oh, wait. Whew. Thanks, man. All right, let's see. Oh. Not bad for a guy that used to be 303 pounds, and now I'm down to 220. Crazy difference. I always like my right arm looks way better than like this arm. I had like bicep tendonitis for a while there, and so I didn't grow quite as well as like this one did. Hi, sub, thanks. Bro, what do you eat? Johnny, what if I told you I've eaten the exact same thing at roughly the exact same time for the last 16 days? Would you believe me? The last 16 days I've eaten the exact same thing at the exact same time with the exact same measurements. So for 16 straight days, I've had black coffee in the morning. I do 2 scoops of Synthesis 6 protein shakes. So I drink half of my drink. I mix it with 24 ounces of water. I drink half of it at 10 o'clock. I drink the other half at noon. Thank you so much for those gifts. I truly, truly appreciate it. That's truly awesome. Thank you so much. Hercules. I don't know why I did that, guys. I felt super dorky afterwards. And then I didn't know what to do. I was like, oh, what do I do with my hands? That was weird. But anyways, so I drink the second half of my protein shake at noon. About 1:30, I eat 1 cup white rice, 1 cup chicken, 1 cup broccoli. And then about 4:30, I eat another, usually it's been 4 to 5 lately. So between 4 and 5, I eat my next meal, which is 1 cup white rice, 1 cup chicken, 1 cup broccoli. And then I lift weights, I do cardio. I then drive, 55 minutes home. And then I'll have 4 whole eggs, 2 egg whites, 1 cup of non-fat cottage cheese, and then some kind of berries. Usually blueberries, blackberries, strawberries. But I eat the same thing every single day. Every single day. How are you today? Nasty, I'm doing really good. How are you? That desert island living, I could do it. I need the meal prep. Johnny, I just told you, it's simple, man. But Johnny, comment on any video and just say, hey, I want your meal prep, or hey, I want your meal plan, and I'll send the entire thing to you, including the macros. So just comment on a video, and I'll get you all the information. Guys, we are 1 like away from 100 likes for this live. So someone tap that screen if you haven't done so already. Yeah, TMX, I work 55 minutes from home. So I have roughly about 55 minute drive to work every single day. So I leave my house at like 9:40, and because I got to be to work at 8:30, And then I usually don't get home. Best case scenario, I get home at like, if I leave right on time, I can usually get home around 5:30. But like today, I left at 7:40. I didn't get home till it was almost 9 o'clock tonight from work, and I worked out from home instead of going to the gym. Thank you guys so much for those 2 likes. We are at 101. I truly, truly appreciate it. Thank you for whoever sent those gifts earlier. We're up to 536 gems for gifts today, which is truly awesome. You guys are amazing. I truly appreciate it. Johnny says 10-4. I am pale. TMX, I considered doing tanning, but then I had a friend tell me how bad tanning is for you, and at a certain day, it just decided it wasn't worth it. So I consider tanning. I get free tanning at Planet Fitness, but at a certain point, it's like, why have old, crackly skin when I'm like 60, 70? It's simply not worth it. Like, I'll be pale. I'm okay with that. I still look good. You do any peptides? Johnny, the only supplements I take at all are C4 pre-workout and Synthesis 2 double chocolate protein shakes. So I take 2 supplements, that's it. I don't do anything else extra. Like, nothing extra. Like, all that extra stuff, it can work for you, it can work for other people. I just don't need it, and it's a waste of money. You can get so much natural nutrition in your chicken, and your broccoli, and the food you're gonna eat. Like, the best way, you don't need a fat burner. Drink black coffee in the morning. If you don't like black coffee, drink tea. Like, natural caffeine, it'll start ramping up the metabolism. You have nothing in your stomach. So that's why, like, I get up at 7. I start drinking black coffee about 7:40. I don't eat anything until 10. My stomach my body just burns for 10 hours, or for 3 hours, with that black coffee just ramping everything up, burning fat. Johnny says, hell yeah. Do you have protein shakes and fiber shakes to be fuller faster? Alex, I just do protein shakes, but I use it as a meal supplement instead of like filling up faster. So if you're looking for things to keep you full longer, I do broccoli because it's very high in fiber. And at a certain point, you just get used to being hungry. Like, you just get used to hungry. Like, if I don't eat my meals on time, which a lot of times I don't because I'm a social worker and I'm busy, like, you're uncomfortable, you're hungry, your stomach's growling. Like, it is what it is. But when you get comfortable, being uncomfortable, that is when real change is made in life. If you can't be uncomfortable, you're never going to change because you're going to stay the same. So I'm consistently uncomfortable all the time, and now I'm starting to see massive changes. I mean, I've lost 84 pounds in a 14-month period, and I've lost 17 pounds in the last 15 days. Imagine how many of y'all in here can eat the same thing for 15 days. I do 25, 26 miles of cardio every single week. Like, how many of y'all, like, you just have to lock in and stop making excuses. You need lower ab, bro. Nado. Tyler, that's because I was fat, bro. I was, like, look at this loose skin, man. This is what happens when you're 300 pounds. Your stomach sticks out to here, your face is bloated, you feel like shit, and you hate yourself. When you go to a pool, you wear a shirt because, you're saying you don't want to get a sunburn, but really, you're just a fat piece of shit, and you hate yourself, and you have no self-confidence, so you wear a shirt to cover it up. And that's what I did. Well, at a certain point, I got tired of being that person, and I decided to make a change. How do I punch harder? Serious question. I don't know, I've never really trained fighting, but again, punch comes from your chest, so I'd say the stronger your chest is, but again, that's not my expertise, so I don't really know. Tyler, what do you need, buddy? Hey, buddy, good live. Appreciate the humor and content. Keep up the goals. As for the extra skin, a good dermatologist can meld it with therapy since... Thanks, Lord. I didn't know that. I didn't know dermatologists could do that. But yeah, once I get to my goal weight, or like what my body fat percentage is, I'll figure out the skin later on. Seriously. Like, all right, night, Lord. Appreciate that. Nastia, I can see your comments, but there's a lot of comments coming in at once, so sometimes I can only see so many of them. But guys, we got 31, I can't even talk right now, 31 of y'all beautiful folks in here. Double tap that screen. Let's get a couple likes up there. We're at 303. Let's see if we can get up to 305. I would truly, truly appreciate that. MD, bro, I wasn't talking about you. Oh, sorry. Mike, I live in Michigan. Where are you at, Mike? Because I know you're doing a lot of the same stuff I'm doing. So where are you at? Johnny says you're a beast. Thanks, Johnny. Appreciate that, man. Nothing like a bro supporting another bro. That's where it's at. I'm currently a fat piece of shit right now. Well, Chris, lock in. Change it up. Do something different. I'm telling you, Chris, take the word motivation. Take it right here. Why don't you take it, smash it all up, take that shit, throw it out over there. take it, replace it with the word dedication. Dedication, you show up because it's on the schedule. Motivation, you show up when you feel like it. So, I bet you got a subscribers bounce off. Maybe, but that's okay. There would be days I get 30, 40 subscribers, and then I lose 3 or 4, and then I get 30, 40. You know, it is what it is. Like, some people subscribe in the moment because they're excited, they're having fun, and then they realize like this content isn't for them. It doesn't hurt my feelings. It is what it is. What up, boss man? Mike, you're from Texas? My brother just moved to Texas a few years ago. He's an open pit coal miner, mechanic down there, making great money. Real estate's way different in Texas than rural Michigan. Let me tell you right now. How can I get my chest like yours? Heavy sets of 4. So, again, I lift heavy sets of 4. How many times do you work out a day? Nasty, I work out 1 time per day, but it usually is about 2.5 hours. So, because I lift my weights, which normally takes about an hour to an hour and 10 minutes, and then I do 65 minutes on the treadmill. So just the treadmill alone takes me 65 minutes because I do it based on time and not a duration, not like how long I do it or like a certain distance. So there's that. Oh, I'm not saying you got to subscribe. I meant just say, oh, all right, thanks, Lord. Have a good one, man. Thank you. Heavy sets of 4. So yeah. So hypothetically, like for me, when I did chest on Monday, on flat bench, I'll do heavy sets of 4. So my first set was 275 for 4, 285 for 4, 295 for 4, 305 for 4. So that's what I did. Heavy sets of 4. Like learn the form, hold your breath, focus on heavy sets of 4. That's powerlifting. And then after that, I do the rest are sets of 12. So then I'll go to like incline dumbbells, sets of 12. Then I'll move over to the next machine, some set of 12. So I do 12 press exercises total. I do 3 exercises, 12 sets total for that, and then I do some kind of flies. So I usually will do some kind of cable flies, machine flies, and then recently I've been doing like the cables, and I'll do like an underhook, which gets that inner side, that inner part of the chest. But if you want to work that outer, you got to get your flies in. Later, Lord. Have a good one. I farted and get hard. Well, that's weird, bro. That's a weird thing to say. Come into a random live. You can just say you need attention. You live in your mama's basement. You're sitting there playing Minecraft, clicking away, and you need people to pay attention to you. You could have just said that. It would have been a lot easier than coming in here and saying some weird ass shit. But we got you, bro. Did you get the attention you wanted? Are you happy now? Can you lose weight with a set of dumbbells and exercise bike? Lewis, you can lose weight with no dumbbells, no nothing. Go to YouTube University, type in Insanity, and just do the videos. You can lose a crap ton of weight. All too often in society, we make excuses for not doing things. Well, I don't have any money, or I'm broke, or I can't go to the gym, or I don't have time. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Go to YouTube, type in the exercise video, and follow along. Do it for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Show up every single day. Do it before you go to work. Do it after you go to work. Do it during your lunch break. You know what else you can do? At work, park at the last parking spot. By parking at the last parking spot, now you got to walk in. I can add roughly 1,200 steps to my day just by parking in the farthest part in the parking lot and walking in and walking back every day. When I work at the hospital, I park it all the way at the back. It adds 800 steps to my day. From parking at the back of the hospital to all the way in. So now between my 2 jobs, I just added 2,000 steps to my day just by changing where I park. So it's all about locking in and becoming creative ways to burn more calories. The more you move the body, the more calories you burn, the less you eat, the less you need to burn, the more weight you're going to lose. What weight would you suggest for a beginner? It depends. I need a lot more information about you. And as Zoe said, it's 90% is diet. You can do the most amount of cardio, you can lift weights, but if you're eating more and eating like shit, you're not going to lose any weight. It's all about kcal in versus kcal out. If you burn 2,000 calories a day, you need to eat 1,500. If you burn 4,000 calories a day and you eat 2,000, you're going to burn 2,000 calories of fat a day. You need 3,600 calories of fat, or 3,600 calories burn 1 pound of fat, which on average, 7 times 2,000 is 14,000 calories. Divide that by 3,600, you're roughly going to lose a little over 3 pounds a week. That's why normal weight loss is 2 to 4 pounds a week. In the beginning weeks, you might be able to get 5 and 6, but normal weight loss is 2 to 4 pounds a week. People want to take a pill, they want to take an injection, they want to get the weight off easy instead of doing it the right way. Spitting facts, my man. You are crushing it. Thanks, Zoa. Appreciate that. Guys, double tap that screen. We are still two likes away from 105. Head up, hit that subscribe button. Show me some love. I would truly, truly appreciate it, as I want to continue spreading positivity and lifting people up. Hang some dong, big bro. It flops like this. You just, oh. Man, my allergies are crazy right now. In your 40s, it's a lot harder to burn off fat and lose weight than it's in your 30s and 20s. Well, Thunder, I guess it's a good thing I'm 39. I'll be 40 this year. So, you're correct, it is. But if we don't want to do it, it's an excuse. We need to stop making excuses. And I'm not saying you're saying that, because you are correct. As you get older, it's harder to lose weight. But we just have to work harder. So the people in the 20s and the 30s, they can do it. But us people in our late 30s, early 40s, we're stubborn as shit. And when we say we're going to do something, we do it. So for me, my entire life existence right now is on this 30 days of perfection. So my buddy Spencer, he was in here. I'm not sure if he's still in here. But my entire life existence is hyper-focused right now on this 30 days of perfection. I eat the same thing. So for the last 15 days, I've eaten the same thing. I've done, the last 15 days, I've done 13 days of cardio. I've lifted weights 10 days. Like, Spencer will tell you, like, am I not? How many times throughout the day do I text you and say, dude, I just can't wait to go to the gym. Like, I can't wait to stream later. I can't wait to do this. Like, my hyper-focus, my whole life existence right now is about this, because I'm locked in. I've never been this locked in my life on something. And it's just, I want to get down, I want to get that V-taper. It's crazy. Like, to the point where I can predict his messages. Like, throughout the day, if he hasn't heard me for a few hours, like, he knows I'm either busy or I'm about to say something off the wall. Stay away from him, was that pick? Oh, man. Stay away from all those injections. You're cheating yourself. Because the moment you take those injections, you get off them, you gain all the weight back. I need to lose belly fat, but don't know where to start. Mr. Jeffries, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to find one of my YouTube short videos or even anything and comment on it. Once you comment on it, it allows me to comment back and we can chat outside of the live, and I would love to support you. Like, it's as simple as moving more. When I try to give people ideas of where to start, you just have to move more. I downloaded an app on my phone. It tracks my steps. So but the only thing that sucks is I had my phone in my hand with me, but I was doing 12,000 steps a day. I was getting creative. I didn't take the stairs, or I didn't take the elevator at the hospital. I took the stairs. I parked out farther in the parking lot. During the day, sitting at my computer, type. Okay, I need to get up. Take 3 laps around the building. You just do whatever you can just to move more, because the more you move, the more steps you get in, the more fat you burn. It's that simple. Oh, you got some huzz? I don't know what that means. I quit eating all junk food, cake, candy, pop, diet, and I quit eating at 5. I'm eating a lot of protein, drinking. That's awesome, Thunder. That's what's up. So, but for me, guys, I'm not a big proponent of like a time frame when you eat. The reality of it is, it's about getting your calories and your macros in. So for me, I eat my last meal usually around sometime between 10:30 or 9:30 and 10:30 at night, and I go to bed at midnight every single night. And so if I eat at 10:30, I'm still pretty full by the time I go to bed at 12, but I've only eaten, 1,900 to 2,000 calories a day. I've eaten 200 grams of protein and everything else. So I don't care when you eat, as long as you track your calories. That's all that matters, is tracking your calories at the end of the day. And so you got to burn more calories than you eat. It's really that simple. Came back to the stream and made it to 100 likes. Thanks, King. Appreciate that, man. We've gone up to 105 like 3 times and gone back down to 103. So people are like that have unliked. It's kind of funny. I'm doing lifting weights every other day and doing cardio every day. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Lifting weights Thursday. Thunder, so I would encourage you to lift weights 4 to 5 days a week, because you're going to burn more calories while lifting weights, and I'll explain why. So the more muscle you have, the more calories you're going to burn while sleeping, while driving your car, while at work, while doing anything. So building muscle burns more calories. So someone my size, at rest, which means if I laid in bed and did nothing all day, I burn roughly 2,200 calories a day. If I did nothing but just lay in bed, based on my size, I burn 2,200 calories. Now I get up and I move for work, I work out, I do the treadmill, I burn roughly 4,000 to 4,500 calories a day. And I eat 2,000 calories a day. which means that I'm at a negative 2,500 calories per day. And so I have to be at 26 or 36 to burn some fat. So at the end of the week, I usually lose 2 to 3 pounds, even being this small, because I put in the work. So it's really that simple. I go way under 2,000 a day. Joseph, that's the problem. If you go way too under your calorie intake, you'll actually gain weight because your body goes into starvation and starts storing it versus burning it. So that was the problem with my buddy Spencer that's on here. He was only eating like 1,200 to 1,500 calories a day. His body was going into starvation. So even though he was doing the same workouts, the same cardio with me, he wasn't losing any weight because his body was storing it because it was scared when it was going to get its next meal. I just checked out your shorts. Checked out shorts. Your stomach doesn't look that bad in all those. No, Mike, it doesn't. But if you look back at like a while ago, you can really see how bad my stomach stuck out. Like if you go back even farther, like I was fat. Fasted cardio every day. Reg, I wish I could do it. I'm telling you, if you could get up in the morning, do fasting cardio, it's legit the best for you. I have just decided I will never be a morning person that gets up and can do that. So I used to do it back in the day. I used to have to be to work at 6:30. I'd get up at 4:30. I'd do 40 minutes of fasting cardio. It's absolutely the best. So if you have the ability to do it, that's where it's at. But for me, I don't, so I do my cardio after my lifts. But guys, if you haven't done so already, we got 37 beautiful folks. Double tap that screen, hit that subscribe button, show some love. Let's see if we can get up to 210 likes before we're done here in the next few minutes. So double tap that screen. I thought it burned it if you didn't need it. I appreciate the tip. Absolutely, Joseph. Thanks for the like and subscribe, Joseph. Raz, not sure what you mean, buddy. What's up, Jackson? Hey, Daddy. Do you use tools and apps to track your macros? Johnny, I don't because I know I've already measured it out. So that's why I use a measuring cup. Like I have my protein shakes, obviously pre-measured with that measuring cup in there. I do 1 cup white rice, 1 cup cooked white rice, 1 cup chicken, and 1 cup broccoli. I measure them out. My wife usually does like 3 or 4 days worth of meal prep. It's all sitting in a black Tupperware, all measured out. So there'll be like, 8 to 10 black Tupperware sitting in there that's got meals in there. And I just grab them out each morning, put them in my bag, go to work. Half the time I eat my shit cold because I don't have time to warm it up because I'm a social worker. But again, I eat to nurture the body. I don't eat for the dopamine and the feel-good feelings that we get from like the cheeseburgers and our chocolate lattes and all that other stuff. Like I eat for the purpose of not being hungry. I eat for the purpose of nurturing the body. Food has become such a social construct here, especially in America, that we eat when we go out. Like think about it. If you tell your friends you're on a diet and you all go out to like B-dubs or like a restaurant and you don't eat, you're the outlier. You're considered the weird one. Think about that. I went out to eat with a bunch of colleagues. We had like a leadership meeting a while ago, and I'm like, nah guys, I'm not gonna eat it. I got my rice, chicken, and broccoli. And like 25 times they offered me. They were very nice and weren't mean about it, but like 25 times like, hey, you guys want something? You guys want some of my food? Want some of this? It's like, no man, I appreciate it. But like sometimes it makes people uncomfortable that you won't eat when you're going out because like you already have your foods preset. But you have recovery days to repair your muscles. Yep, so Thunder, Thursday's my day off. I don't lift weights or do cardio at all on Thursday, so it's my full day off to recover. So that's why I was so eager to look forward to the gym today because I didn't do anything at all yesterday. You are in great shape. I wish I could get to your level. Joseph, nothing stopping you. Get rid of the word motivation, replace it with dedication, write your schedule on Sunday, follow your schedule throughout the week. Don't think about it, just follow the schedule. It's that simple. My hands are freezing down here, guys. Just switched up muscle groups. I think Thunder, though. Gyno? Maybe. Guys, we are 4 likes away from 110. Let's see if we can get to 110. So double tap that screen. Need 4 of y'all beautiful folks to hit that like button. I would truly, truly appreciate that. Whew. All right, guys, hold on a second. All right, guys. Let's see. I didn't even realize I was done because I was talking to y'all, having such a good time. So 65 minutes, 4.3 miles. Again, the calories is just a complete estimation by your thing. If you want a better estimation, go into like Google or ChatGPT. Give them your height, your weight, your muscle, basically your body size estimate, and they'll give you a better estimate of like what the calories you burn while doing cardio. Give me just a second, guys. Let me set this back up in the tripod. Scoot this down. I'm sweating like no other. Okay. Sorry about the phone shaking, guys. You are strong. Who said that? Addie, thank you, Seth. I think if you walk a mile one day, you could lose weight. Absolutely. Like again, Kennedy, you could do no exercise and lose weight as long as you're at a calorie deficit. You just got to make sure you're burning more calories than you're eating. That's the key. It's really that simple. Like get some kind of calorie counter, count your calories throughout the day, and then burn more calories than you eat. If you need to estimate how many calories you're burning, send me a message here, comment on one of my videos. There's a calculator I use that we used to, like when I was a certified personal trainer, that we used to use. Like I could send you that formula. I mean, it's free online. So absolutely. What up, Addie? What up, Potato? I'm at 265, Joseph. So are you trying to gain weight or lose weight, buddy? Or 165. So, and how tall are you? So that also depends. I do switch up muscle groups, but you have to recover time to build muscle. You're tearing your muscles when you lift weights. Yeah, so Thunder, that's why on Monday I do chest. Tuesdays I do legs. Wednesdays I do biceps and triceps. Thursday I take off. Friday I do shoulders and traps. Saturday I do back, including deadlifts. And then Sunday I just do cardio. So I only do chest once a week. So my chest has 6 other days to recover. My legs have 6 other days to recover. So you have plenty of time of recovering, like by lifting weights 5 days a week. Now, if you're doing like a full body every day, then yeah, you're going to want to take every other day off. But I also wouldn't recommend working out every body part every single day because you're not going to build muscle. Like if you're just trying to like tone up, like you might be fine. But lifting every weight or every muscle group every single day doesn't make sense. If you only want to go to the gym 4 days a week, then you can do like chest and triceps, back and biceps, legs, and shoulders, like divided up into 4 days. I guess if you wanted to go 3 days, you really wanted to hit legs, you could do like chest, triceps, and like shoulders. Then you could do back, biceps, and like traps. And you could get that into 3 days. I don't recommend it, but you could. I'm 43. It takes a lot to recover your muscles when you're younger. Thunder, I just told you I'm 39, man. You're making excuses, and I'm really not trying to be a dick here, but I'll be 40 here in April. So you're only 3 years, a little over 3 years older than me. Like you either show up and you do it or you don't. Like I'm really not trying to bust your balls or anything like that, but it comes down to choices. Saturday is my recovery day. I don't do anything on Saturdays. And see, that's for me on Thursdays. I usually do it, but it also ebbs and flows because I have multiple different jobs. So during these different jobs, like sometimes I'll have to work with my first job from like 8:30 to 4:30, then I'll have to go to my second job from like 4:30 to 10 o'clock at night. So that day I might not be able to work out at all. Or there's days I work like 4:30 to 8. I drive home and I work out till 10, 11 o'clock at night, and then I eat and then I go to bed. So it just, again, when you lock in, you make a decision that like you just show up because that's what's on the schedule. And you put in 16-hour days, 17-hour days, 18-hour days. You might only get 6 hours of sleep, but it is what it is because you still feel better because you showed up and you got that workout in. You're 41. Joseph, yeah, sounds like you need to gain weight, man. Proud of you, man. You're doing great. Thanks, Spencer. Appreciate you, buddy. Do you use pre-workout? Yeah, I use Syntha 6, but I only use it when I'm lifting weights. If I'm just doing cardio, I highly, highly, highly encourage not to take pre-workout. It's not actually meant for cardio or like basketball or like more of a cardiovascular sports. It's not good for you. Like if you're lifting weights, it's great, but don't use it for that. Guys, we are at 110 likes. I truly love and appreciate that. If you haven't done so already, head up, hit that subscribe button. Show some love and support. I would truly, truly appreciate that. I'll be back tomorrow, guys. I'll be back tomorrow probably around 6 o'clock-ish. Both my kids have basketball games, and they're going to be all day long. So I have 4 basketball games I got to go to tomorrow. So that's going to be pretty exciting. But yeah. Yeah, Feel My Flame. I use C4. I like it. It used to be $19.99 at Walmart and Kroger's. Now it's almost 20 or it's almost $30. And for whatever reason, they don't have the original. So I would look on Amazon, look to order it on Amazon. That's where I get mine. Like you can get the sports version or like the RIP version. It's got some fat burner stuff in it, but I prefer the original. I also have the sports because I forgot my C4 at home and I work, 55 minutes away from work. So I just went to Kroger's, bought another one. So now I have like 2 of them open that I'm using at the same time because it's cheaper. It was cheaper to buy that than to just buy like
a C4 energy drink that's like $4 or $5 that you're gonna get one serving out of it versus $30, I'm gonna get 20 servings out of it. So am I doing a reverse diet? I'm gonna say no, because I don't even know what that is. Every time you get on here, you look fatter. Oh, that's what you mean by reverse diet. Dang, dude, I look fatter today? I mean, but I still look better than you. That's all that matters. How did you lose 15 pounds in 2 days? I didn't lose 15 pounds in 2 days. I've lost 17 pounds since January 1st. I will push hard, meal prep, execute, lifting, cardio. I've been so long since I've done that. Yeah, Joseph, like also for you, like if you're trying to put on weight, don't necessarily worry about the cardio. Go in, lift heavy, do 16 to 22 sets for whatever exercise. Go home. Like once you start to put on the size and you feel like you need to tone up, then do the cardio. But for right now, it appears that you don't need to burn the extra calories because you need those calories to focus on building the muscle. So again, if you got a gut or something like that, then maybe, but I would really focus on eating enough and then lifting weights and then maybe doing cardio in a couple months. What's up, wrestler? How's it going? I gained 15 pounds. Can you do a big flex? And guys, I feel like I would look bigger, but I'm 6'3". So, we carry weight different. Our arms are longer, our legs are longer, our torsos are longer. So our short kings out here, 5'6", 5'8", they just look jacked. Like I love how like shorter people look when they flex. Like they just look so compact. It looks awesome. Like a perfect example is like Jay Cutler, who's a little bit shorter, just looks all compact and just jacked. I love it. Please tell me the secret to lose 17 pounds since January 1st. So Kenny, a lot of it for me was I cheated on my diet. I was eating healthy. I started eating bad. So when you eat a lot of sugary foods, high salt foods, high fat foods, you get a lot of gut weight, you get a lot of inflammation and stuff like that. So when you go back to eating healthy and exercise and stuff, you're going to lose a lot of water weight. You're going to lose a lot of like gut health, a bunch of nasty stuff just sticking in there. So like if you eat broccoli, like the body can't fully digest broccoli. So when it goes through your intestines, it scrapes out all that extra crap that's just sitting in there. Kind of celery does the same thing. And you're gonna just basically crap all that extraness. You're gonna lose a bunch of extra water weight, and you're gonna really start to like swell up or like swell down. So like if you look at my video, like because this is why I videotaped everything, you could see I was 228.6 when I started on January 1st. When I weighed myself this morning, I was 220. Yesterday I was 219. So like I videotape myself every single day because I know people are gonna come on and be like, you're lying. Like, but when you lose all that extra water weight and all that extra crap, you're going to feel better. And so, like, especially if you're new to like losing weight, you'll lose a lot of weight in the first couple of weeks, maybe in the first month. And now it's hard. So now that I'm 15 days in, my body fluctuates, and like it's very hard for me to lose right now. So I'll be happy to lose 2 pounds a week, 3 pounds a week for like the next couple of months as I continue to try to get down to like from 220 to 210. So that's my end goal. Okay, thank you. I'll focus on eating and lifting. Yeah, absolutely, Joseph. Your chest is great. I'm trying to get there. Thanks, Indy. Appreciate that. You look great. Those abs are almost there. Thanks, Joseph. And that's the thing is I've used ChatGPT. It told me I got to lose another 10 to 15 pounds to get down where I want to be. All right, guys, I've been down here for 2 hours and 20 minutes. I am exhausted. A long day of work. I appreciate and love all that support. We've got well over like 40 some subscribers new today. We got over 500 gems today. The conversation was great. We had a great time. So I truly appreciate that. I'll see y'all back tomorrow. Bye.